Previously in Underworld, you discovered that you weren't quite out of the woods regarding the Ars Bellius situation, since one of the abominations had survived by stowing away in the landing gear of the dropship in true alien's form, but it was slaughtered in very short order. Both Jack and Dave had some very interesting conversations with Luna, with Jack gaining her trust and Dave destroying it, respectively.
I did
Due
my
to
best.
Yeah, tried your best to ruin it, but anyway, due to Dave revealing that he
Somehow that's
intended
worse.
revealing that he intended to keep the body to either experiment on or bring to Speaker Vosk as an offering, which kind of sounds fucked up, but anyway.
An offering.
Yeah, long story. Anyway, upon return to the den, Speaker Vosk laid into the Lions and to a lesser extent the PCs, giving the party a smaller reward, which, speaking of Blitz, I posted in Mission 4 rewards, but add $625 to your sheet.
Oh, lovely.
But through RTM smooth talking, you got a bunch of bonus rewards, including a bonus mission. Jack wound up having a little chat with Speaker Vosk and doing a side job for her specifically, while Dave revealed a deadly secret to Isabella, all while Kelly and Tobias spoke with Luna and the other two Lions. And the current mission that you guys are on is a bonus mission centered around Kelly, specifically to remove the target from her back and prevent further agents like Richard from coming after her. And given that the mission involves both helping Kelly and has potential for murder, Isabella will be tagging along as a guest party member. And just as the PCs were under cryo at the very end of the session, Tobias' pod seemingly malfunctioned, and just as he was about to suffocate to death, oxygen was restored, and he saw a message on a display that said, "Fuck with me again next time it's your life." So,
It was a lovely way to end the scene.
oh yes, indeed. Because the timing of it was basically like he, um, hold on, let me just double check. I think it was 33 days.
Something like that, yeah.
Because I was thinking of our I was asked like, what's the travel time for heading back? Because you guys, just for reference, I'm gonna pull up the Stars in the Middle Heavens. I mean, is it going to activate it? Why in the fresh fuck is it not? Oh, hold on, I lost connection briefly. All right, there we go. So for reference, just so both so the Ars Belly was over here, more so in this quadrant, and that was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, shit, it was hold on 6 days. No, I'm thinking of the previous mission. So it was actually 18 days. Because your FTL is 3 and that was 6, so you just multiply that and that's 18 days. And as for where you're going, you are going to this colony over here, New Kiev, in UPP space, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4 parsecs away, so that's going to be 12 days to get there.
Okay, not bad.
So, yeah. So Tobiah, RTM, and Jack are all in cryo sleep. I believe it was established that Kelly, Dave, and obviously, as usual, Isabella are up and about. Mainly so for the two Android PCs. Do either of you want to have any kind of scenes or discussions with each other, or do you want to just fast forward to reaching New Kiev?
Dave will just let Kelly know that unwittingly Isabella might have found out what she wasn't supposed to find out, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be dealt with. It's okay. It's okay.
Dealt with?
I'm glad I'm not the only one who picked up on that choice of words.
He's not the best at his choice of words, but
no shit. Between what you said to Luna and just now.
Diplomatic. It's under control. It's under control.
Under lock and key, like at all times.
Yep.
That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, and Cody, Dave is making sure that it's tamper-proof, basically, like with like low tech, like putting a paper, so knowing if somebody else like even is able to open it up and not notice that if it falls, so he kind of puts it all back in the
I
same kind
mean,
of
with a cabinet, I
pre-position.
mean, you could potentially lock the cabinet.
Well, yeah, he's doing that. He's absolutely doing that, but also like the draw thing, where it opens, like putting a little piece of paper or cardboard or whatever, something, or a pen, something that he always knows the exact position of it. Like
Okay.
if it's how they do like with drawers and something, when they try to make it tamper proof in your shows, like that if it's opened and it falls, you know that somebody else did it
Right.
and not
Yeah, I
that
have a
person.
vague
So
sense of what you're talking
basically,
about.
yeah,
Um,
just
so
something that's
okay.
vague, that's not really
All right.
too intrusive.
So yeah, so you've taken care of that. Are you discussing anything else with each other or with Isabella?
Nothing in particular. He's just at his med lab, working away as usual.
Are you going to be making any more darts? I mean, you've got a fucking like a little over like close to 2 weeks of nothing going on. So if you want to, it would be an ideal time. It'll say you could like you
Absolutely.
could have enough time maybe to make like two different types of darts if you want.
Okay.
Just let me know. I mean, you could let me I don't know either
Yeah,
aloud or in DMs like what type you want to make. So
yeah. I'll try to make. I'll
because I
try
mean
to
the
make.
difficulty is going to be pretty much the same as I mean, well, it's not even
Yeah,
a
yeah,
difficulty. It's just doing
yeah. It's some
a method.
time, etc. But I'm gonna be trying for the to make another healing dart and to
Okay.
make another scorpion venom
All
dart.
right. So I just just do two medical aid rolls in that order.
That's it. So no healing dart
Yeah.
more.
So
Oh, the
nice.
dice has spoken, so
Yeah.
he shall bring death, not
Yeah.
life. Okay.
So you find that you aren't able to like you don't have enough of the chemicals you need for making the healing darts. But luckily you have plenty of samples of Tanaka and Scorpion Head venom, which you can use to make another like reloads worth of darts.
Okay.
So Dave's doing that. Then I would say Isabella, I mean, at some point or another, would be offering to lend you a hand, especially if she knows that you're making something deadly. Um, she will gladly pitch in. I mean, she can't mechanically. I don't think she can give you a benefit from that because, if memory serves, she does
Yeah,
not
she
have
doesn't have
medical.
medical
Yeah, she
aid.
doesn't have medical aid, and she has empathy 1. So
Yeah, but for role play wise, he's
yeah,
showing her the ropes. He's kind of teaching her
yeah,
how
that's kind of
all
more
of it
what I was leaning into.
works, and yeah.
So
He's
Kelly, are
he's
you going to be
making
doing
sure that
anything
spending
while
time.
Dave is playing the sinister alchemist?
Um, I guess I'll just I'll hang around while he's making them because I don't think I've ever actually watched Dave work, so I'll just
I mean, he did like basically my
I want to
imagining of
supervise
the
to make sure he doesn't you know, do anything too crazy.
yeah, because
He would never, but
because
he
my
appreciates
understanding
her
like
company.
you figure that maybe a med lab would have like some sort of machine that's used to like synthesize certain kinds of drugs um or something like that, like not necessarily like a full pharmaceutical lab, but like if you have the right raw materials that you could synthesize doses of this or that, you know is my understanding of
Yeah,
it. Within reason, that is not me indicating that you could just bulk make nap relief, um, but
I
like
know. I
basically
laughed.
something like that you could fill into like a vial or something, like a liquid form of medication or like tablets or something. So you could basically kind of reverse engineer that process to fill a dart. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like instead of using it for filling, like vials and bottles, you can use it for, filling a dart, and then therefore you have that chemical in that dart loaded and ready to go. So then you guys are doing that. So you guys make it to New Kiev without incident. And let me pull up my notes here. So upon reaching, you all, well, first of all, you all exit cryo sleep, and because John is not currently here, I'll say that he's just kind of shell shocked by what happened to him, and he just kind of keeps quiet. Um,
Almost dying. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, because I don't know exactly how his character would react to it, so I'm not gonna say anything or RP for him if he wouldn't have actually done that. I just don't believe in doing that. But anyway, um, so you reach, you come out of cryo sleep, and I'm just curious if anybody's going to have any kind of conversation about, the mission or whatever, or if you want to just kind of get straight to business.
Is
Okay.
this a separate trip?
Yeah. So basically, what happened was that because you weren't there, so you guys, after you dealt with the situation in the session you were previously here for, where I marked Ars Belli was where that encounter took place. So you went back to Morningstar, um, and you spent a good amount of time there in downtime, and then at the end of that session, um, your the sort of in-universe conditions for the bonus mission triggered. The less said about that, the better. I say as I kind of glance over at Kelly, and then you were given a bonus mission to go over to New Kiev. So basically, you went from Ars
So,
Belli to the Den, and then from the Den to New Kiev.
how much time has passed since we since we first got back to the Morningstar then?
I would say probably a couple of days, maybe like 3 or 4 days.
Including travel time?
No, separate from travel time. Um, I think I said it was. Hold on, how many was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 18 days, and then another 4 on top of that.
Okay.
Do you want to roll for your charges to say that you got it at that time, or do you want that later?
Oh, I rolled it pre-session.
Ah.
I
Oh,
got a
did you? Oh,
3, so pretty
well,
swell.
hold on. So it was D4 minus 1, and that was 3 after that.
Oh, it was a -1?
Yeah, D4 minus 1. So if you got a 3, that's actually 2.
Okay. Then a
That's
2.
2, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Still not bad. Not
Yeah.
bad.
Nice,
So,
nice.
um, so yeah, because I was going to say that you could have easily picked up um, the charges in that downtime because you did place an order for it before you went off to deal with the Ars Belli, especially where you were gone for essentially a month. So
Yes.
hold on. So it's been hold on. I think I said it was 12 days. So 1, 2. All right. So January 29th. And yeah. So you guys reach New Kiev. Upon reaching the orbit of GL 643 and entering orbit at the target planet, the aftermath of a border bombing is felt. There's a debris field in orbit from a group of UPP ships that were very obviously decimated by the border bombers, and there isn't any sort of radio traffic in space or coming from the colony below. The beacon of the colony of New Kiev isn't operational, but if somebody wouldn't mind giving me an observation roll to potentially notice something out of the ordinary, that would be encouraged.
Are these cargo ships?
I will do.
No, it was like a military fleet.
Okay. Oh man.
Dear God, what decimated these folk?
Any modifiers on the roll?
No. This is a fly roll. I mean, well, yeah, I guess I was gonna say if somebody wants to assist another player instead of rolling separately, you can. But who was that roll that Merkava? I'm assuming Jack, but
Yes.
okay.
We can roll separately?
Well, I mean, you can, but there's no need because Jack already succeeded.
Okay.
So
Okay.
So the success here is so anybody who has heard rumors of the enigmatic border bombers that have been indiscriminately attacking various colonies along the border of both UA and UPP territory would also know that part of the attack procedure of the border bombers is the detonation of a massive EMP that knocks out power to both stuff in orbit as well as to any buildings and vehicles on the surface. That seems to be the case with the colony, yet despite this, there's a faint power source coming up on the scanner, which coincidentally appears to be the facility that you're here to infiltrate. So essentially, the colony is dead, at least electronically, but the facility is actually still online. But it is a very
Is that
faint
like a
signal. It's not
backup
like operating
generator
at
or
full power.
something?
What?
Could that be like a backup generator or something kicked
Yes,
in? Or
exactly. Like that's the vibe you get. That it's
mm-hmm.
like, there's still power. It's not like at full power, but there is a power source, a very weak power source that aligns with, um, a facility that's running on backup power than at full strength.
Mm-hmm. So whatever this was, we have to be very careful if it was capable of doing this. Let's hope. Let's hope they've done what they were there for and left. I would not want to meet something that's capable of destroying this many ships.
Yeah, and I will say in this case, because of the debris field, RTM, I'm gonna need two
Uh-oh.
piloting rolls from you. One
Uh-oh.
for navigating the debris field, and then one for the usual planetary, like planetfall.
Mm-hmm. All
I
right.
would need to double check what the maneuverability of your ship is. I don't think it has any pluses or minuses, but yeah, the thrusters is a flat roll. All right, nice. So you managed to successfully navigate the debris field, and
With
as
the
for the,
extra success, I'm gonna do a cool trick.
all right, show off.
Yeah.
Um,
Go straight through a big, like, donut-shaped asteroid.
I think I understand why you've been fired, Artyom, now. This does not seem up to protocol.
yeah.
What'd you say? Fire?
No, don't fire the engines.
Yeah.
So, and then as for the planetfall,
Oh,
that
yeah,
is another
planetfall.
piloting.
What's the worst that could happen? Oh, that.
Yeah, you want to fucking push?
Yeah, well, I'd hate to fail to land.
There is a 3-stage component.
Yeah, it's kind of a 3 strikes you're out, but obviously you don't want
it's
Has
to.
bad.
it gone?
Yeah,
I clicked, but
I
it
see.
doesn't
Well,
seem
I
to be
don't see the
going.
push, but I see the roll.
Okay. All right, I clicked again. It's still not.
Let me try pushing.
Interesting.
Okay.
Maybe it's because the ship is
Oh,
selected.
maybe it's not
Well,
you. I'm gonna drag
it's
you.
the exact same number of dice, so I'm just gonna roll piloting
Yeah.
again.
All right. Well, you need to roll.
You
Yeah,
can
you would.
roll a stress as well to help.
Yeah, you have
Oh,
to
yeah,
roll a
and
stress.
distress.
I dragged your token onto the map, so if you want to just roll from your sheet, I'll let you do that, and I'll not count the other rolls.
That's also possible to do by
Roll from my
deselecting the
sheet.
goddamn ship and then
Yeah,
just
so-
see and
Oh.
roll.
Okay, how do I do that?
Okay, so just
Is it-
roll piloting first. and
Okay,
then
roll
see if you-
piloting.
All right, there you go. You succeed.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Okay.
You know what? That's pretty much a push anyway.
Yeah, so it definitely is so maybe you're too busy showing off that it's kind of like the that one video of the guy, like there's a guy that I need to hold on. Do I have that GIF saved? There was a video I saw years ago of like a guy who was like, kind of casually cruising along and like was like falling asleep, and there's like a bump, and he quickly wakes up and he's still trying to steer with just one hand.
Hmm.
But yeah, so
We
you're
managed
like,
to get by just fine,
yeah,
but
you're too
we
busy
scrape
showing
off.
off that you like you suddenly you feel like a massive tremble across the ship that kind of startles you.
Yeah.
but you managed to quickly stabilize the ship. So
That was the TV antenna being scraped off the roof.
yeah, it's like Starship
Uh,
Troopers where the fucking satellite dish gets broken off of the. Oh here, oh here, this kind of this wasn't the exact one, but like it's like quickly trying to get a hold of it, but okay, so you make your way to, I mean, it's, another, it definitely takes a while to make your way to the ground, but it is possible. Um, you do succeed. So, the atmosphere is very dense. And, once you break through the cloud cover, the surface of the planet, um, it's very kind of gray. John just sent a message. A very gray, dark, and otherworldly place. Like in other words, it's very much like Iceland, kind of like in the prologues of both Prometheus and Rogue One. You know how it's kind of like gray skies and very sort of shadowy landscape with like dark soil and pine trees and stuff. It's one of those kind of places. Um, and there are forests of alien trees closely resembling pine trees, surrounding like an area that's cleared out and kind of settled. Um, and when you hold on, oh shit, I did not mean to close that out. My notes. Let me just pull that back up. Where is there? I'm going to pull us over to the next map. This is more of a layout than like a like actual artwork, but so um, based on the maps that you have, so you guys would be like there are these two landing pads here. Like in the center of the map, there's the colony. Well, actually, you guys, I assume you have vision. Let me just, yep.
Yeah, we see.
So the colony is here in the center. Um, the power signature you're detecting is over off this way, and also like this dark color is supposed to be forest. Um,
Hmm.
there is actually a facility of some kind up here. And then obviously you have two landing pads, and oh my god damn it. 0 points for guessing who drew the fucking dick here. Oh my god.
I
Um,
didn't even see it at first.
I didn't see it at first because I was fucking panned up to the stuff up top, and then I looked down, there's
the
a fucking
classic
dick
penis
dangling
jump
out.
scare.
Yeah. Um, so you have, and then you have two landing pads here. Um, I mean, they're large enough to accommodate multiple ships, depending on the size of the ship. But you do actually notice that there is on landing pad 2 there is another ship.
Oh.
So like you touch down at the spaceport. Are you going to land at the same one that has the other ship, or are you going to land over here?
I think we should check out the other ship first.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so yeah, once you land and you finally kind of see um, what's going on, upon disembarking, because I mean, and Isabel, like by the time you've fully landed, like you see, she definitely has spent a good amount of the money that Tobiah graciously bestowed on her because she has, let's see, in terms of gear now, so she has armor, and then mainly she just picked up like a bit of extra like situational gear, so she has like a cutting torch, um, and some like mainly just armor and a cutting torch, so she's a bit more useful in heavy machinery and also better protected. So, and of course she has a massive industrial incinerator unit and a pistol. So,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
um,
they grew up so fast.
so I mean she had the pistol from the moment you met her, and then she found the incinerator unit in the cargo bay of Mikey the Hutt's sail barge. Um, but you disembark, and the thing you notice is, well, a number of things that kind of sink in all at once. Um, the most obvious is the fact that you do see like kind of perhaps a very unpleasant flashback to your mission to Terra Nova. You see that there were um, what you can only assume to be people fleeing to the spaceport. But unlike Terra Nova, where there weren't any bodies at all, there was just blood. Here, there are petrified husks of people who were caught outside when the border bombers struck. Um, and basically, in other words, what David did in Alien Covenant to the Engineer planet is exactly what happened here. So you see a bunch of
They
fucking
dropped
black
in
husks.
Special Agent Medusa
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
on the case.
So um, that's going to be +1 stress for all human PCs.
So many good souls lost.
I need to
And
They
then
were so close.
Isabella
roll my
Isabella
roll
looks at you
dice.
when you say that. It's like, oh no. Anyway,
Gee, okay, Hitler. Does she have like a removable mustache?
no,
Screws in and out.
no. She had like a slave Leia outfit, but she obviously burned it after Fat Mikey was dead. So, um, she hates humankind, but not enough to wish that on anyone. So, um, but the thing is that yeah, um, you do see another ship there, and I will say that the thing about the ship that I forgot to mention is when you were touching down is that the ship was actually powered on, and its beacon was online. It is a CM90S Corvus.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, what's up, John?
Oh,
Hello.
It is the Corvus class salvage ship named the Syracuse. Um, and what's more interesting is that its ramp is actually down, so you could theoretically just walk on in.
oh, yeah, man! They laid out the red carpet for us.
Oh, quite literally,
Oh,
because as you get near
shit.
it, um, you
Oh
notice
no.
a pair of dead bodies on the ramp. Uh, one looks
Oh,
like someone or something tore apart or perhaps through his face,
Oh,
and another having been brutally mauled by some manner of creature, and a trail of blood leads further into the colony, which I'm going to say all of that is another +1 stress for the human PCs.
My
Do we
expert
do we recognize the bodies as like what we fought on the previous container ship?
No, they're not like mutants. They are actual human beings that were like brutally mauled by something.
medical opinion lets me to deduce that these people are indeed dead, and quite so.
And
They've been
Isabel's like, and we
brutally
didn't do it. Damn
I
it.
concur, David. That's correct.
Yeah.
and they've been brutally
do I need
killed.
to roll my
Yeah,
stress
Kelly,
die
yeah, I
again?
would say that, with your heightened empathy and anxiety, I would say in the case of, the horror of what you are seeing here, yes. So,
Somehow I'm still keeping it together,
yeah, you've definitely spent a lot of time
but
around Isabella,
Ellie
that's
is
for sure.
horrified.
Um,
Yeah, too much of Isabella's.
toxic friend influence is what TV Tropes calls it, I think. But, um,
Yeah.
so after
Uh,
Dave's Captain Obvious moment, my question is, do you guys want to? Because, like I said, the trail of blood leads into the colony, not further into the ship. So, do you want to
I think
check out
we
the
should.
ship, or do you want to head into the colony?
Dave votes for securing the ship first. We don't want anything bursting out of there while
Yeah,
we're
behind
looking at
us.
the colony.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Um. So let me see. So okay. So you guys, I don't have a map of the ship. Or actually, do I? I need to double check. I don't believe I do, but yeah.
If you don't, we can
Or no, wait, hold on.
theater of the
This.
mind.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a theater of the mind for the ship. Mainly because I mean there might be a combat encounter, but it's not something that's concretely planned. Let's just put it that way. So as you're exploring the ship, so it's a 2-deck ship. It's not like a 3-deck ship. I'm assuming you're all staying together, strength in numbers. But I can do
Yeah.
better correction if you aren't.
Yeah.
Motion tracker sweeps here and there, I imagine.
Yeah. So if you're doing a motion tracker sweep, give me a power roll. Oh, yeah, and then I also see the messages. 2 points of stress. I'm gonna I'll drag out your guys' tokens. Let's see. So Isabella's here. Artyom is here. Jack, Kelly, Tobiah, and Dave. Just so that way you guys can actually do like rolls. Okay. So motion tracker sweep. So you're not picking up any kind of movement within the ship.
Okay.
And
We proceed to the classical areas, the
yes.
bridge,
So
cryo bay.
yeah. So well, I'll say this. In terms of locations of significance. Yeah. So the cryo bay. There's nobody in cryo sleep. Um, are you going to check out the cargo hold? And if so, in what order? Like with the bridge and cryo are the main two things here. I'm just curious if you're checking either or both,
Yeah.
and in which order.
What do you think, team? What should we look for first?
We'd be going through the cargo bay first, wouldn't we?
Yeah, because you're starting from the bottom. Well, actually, I think with the Corvus, the bridge and stuff is on the lower deck, but the cargo would obviously be there. So,
Okay. Yeah, then cargo.
all
Makes
right.
sense.
Yeah.
So in cargo, you like, there is definitely. Hold on. Okay, pause. Apologies. I gotta sneeze. Yeah, apparently, fucking false alarm. Sorry about that.
No problem.
So, there are crates in here, and if you're cracking them open, I need a D3 roll, and I'll just count whoever rolls first. A 2. Okay. Yeah, you find. I mean, there isn't like mountains and mountains of cargo, but there's definitely a lot of stuff in here, and something you find that not only gives you kind of a clear picture of who these people, like who the crew of the ship, like what their sort of function was. Um, is yeah, you find a cache of illegal drugs that would sell for a premium on the black market.
Oh,
Which,
Oh.
in game terms,
these are
if you want to
highly
potentially try
effective.
to hawk this to Speaker Vosk, it would give you a +2 to manipulation rolls or to a manipulation roll to do it.
Yeah, let's
Or,
take
or,
this.
or we be entrepreneurial and sell it somewhere ourselves on the way back.
I mean, who are you going to sell it to? You don't really have any other contacts.
Well, damn.
Uh,
What type of drug? I mean, like, if they have no mechanical effects, no issue. But like, just out of curiosity,
Let me
what
double
type
check
of drug?
because I base what was it? Um, is there drugs in the? I mean, I know in first edition there was. I'm just trying to figure where it was. And
They are mentioned in passing, but it's
yeah,
vague. Like
recreational,
it's under everything.
the
Yeah,
recreational drugs that are in the legacy gear. Um, that's what those are. It's not
it's
like
the
X
same.
drugs. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
it's one of the twos that like aren't really pronounceable.
Hmm.
Um, but basically whatever your imagination wants it to be, it's something very. There's a good amount of it, and it's pretty regulated stuff that if you were able to find a buyer, you would make a
Exactly.
pretty good profit off it. And like I said, if you present it to Speaker Vosk, um, she would potentially give you a either directly give you a reward for it or help you pawn it off to the right buyer, because this kind of stuff, to your knowledge, is not something that, I mean, Valentino might theoretically have access to it, but definitely not abundant. Like,
Oh,
this is the kind
excuse
of
me.
stuff that doesn't show up that often.
Nice. We've scored big this time.
Indeed. So, and like I said, it's valuable enough that you're going to get like I believe it's at a +2 to try to
Yeah.
pawn this off. So
Nice.
I almost hit Control B to make it bold. I know what would happen if I did that. So the text in my notes, that is. Okay, so you find
Okay, let's
the
proceed to the bridge then.
yeah. So so the case of drugs is there to be retrieved at your leisure. As you make your way to the bridge, hold on, I gotta turn down John because his mic is kind of loud. That or just kind of the general activity. Which I mean isn't your fault, obviously, but and also I see the message in Stars General noted. Okay, so now as you're moving into the bridge, I need a we're gonna have a stealth rules thing going on.
Artyom,
Yeah.
did you upgrade your mobility for once?
Never.
God damn it! God damn it!
Hey,
Dave
Cody,
will
I got
teach you
5
himself.
XP. Any chance I could upgrade my mobility?
You know what? Because you weren't there last time, and I mean, I know it kind of seems a bit cheesy to do it now, but for the sake of the survival of everybody else, sure.
Yeah, we
Sweet.
were all spending, so.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Okay.
Cody.
sure.
That means I have 5 dice total. That's not so bad.
Yeah, I think you're still the lowest of everybody in the group. Actually, hold on, Isabel. No, Isabella's got fucking her
No,
agility
he
alone.
ties with me.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So in that
He
case,
ties with me on my mobility.
all right, well, because he just spent the points to upgrade, I figure it'll reward him for letting him do the roll. So.
Oh, lovely. So I still get to fuck it up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's a bit.
Now hold on,
Exactly.
wait. You
You
should have
got
2
this.
stress.
Oh, should I?
Roll
Yeah,
another
well,
D?
no,
Yeah,
in your case, you should have 3 because 1 from the stressful piloting, 1 from seeing the black husks, and 1 from seeing the fucking mauled bodies. So you should be rolling
Oh,
with 3 stress. So
lovely.
just go ahead
Okay.
and re-roll. Now you might get successes this time. So,
I'm not gonna cheese it. I'll just roll 2ds.
okay, no successes. Do
And
you want to
then,
push?
yeah, I'm gonna push. And now that
You
I have
can-
the proper stress, pushing should do the right thing.
Oh,
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
oh, dude, call me fucking
it should have. You should have
Sam
rolled
Fisher.
I mean, you should be at 4 stress though. So roll another 2 stress.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, I set my panic to 4.
What the?
I don't know
I see.
why.
It
Why?
counts the previous roll. It just takes the previous roll,
Oh,
adds 1
yeah, he
stress to it,
pushed.
and
That's
goes.
why.
Oh,
That tracks.
Mamma
All right.
Mia.
Okay. Well, no panics. That's
Okay.
good.
You're good,
So
you're good.
yeah, now the
Oh.
fun part. On my end.
I super sneaky the fuck out of that.
Oh
Once
no.
Artyom beats this, for once he's not snuck upon. We hope. With 3
So
successes, we hope.
Hopefully.
yeah, you are looking around, and this is a case where you like neither side gets a sneak attack on the other, but
Mm,
you
I don't
guys
get
are
bad
entering the
touched
room
by
and
an
clearing
alien.
out, and you know who is who's in the back of the line? Like I said, you're not getting sneak attacked, but I do need to know for the sake of setting the scene.
In the back, like not the front.
Well, like when you're entering the room, who is closest
Who's the
to the
last
door?
to enter the room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean that? Who do we put in the back?
Well, it would not be me because I would be probably leading with the motion tracker, right?
Yeah, and I would assume
Yeah,
Artyom is
makes
at your
sense.
side if he's
I'm-
sort of taking point.
I'm always leading the way, despite being probably the worst person to do that.
Tobias is probably always near the lead center, so I guess
Perfect manager material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Hey,
one of the synths.
it means I get
I'm
shot
probably
first.
bringing up the rear because I have the
Mhm.
smart gun.
Okay. So, but you're bringing up the rear and you have a smart gun?
That doesn't make sense. My brain's
Why
stupid.
not? No, why
Well,
not? You're probably
it
just
actually
moving.
does make sense.
You're moving
Slightly.
probably backwards, with the smart gun scanning the rear, literally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't trip over.
I had a brain fart slightly, and I was like, oh. I
mean, why
feel
not?
like freaking what's his nuts, Sweetwater. I have the sniper rifle, so I'm gonna take points.
No, yeah, no offense to any present parties, but that was genuinely funny. Anyway, so yeah, if you're bringing up the rear, as you guys are making because you're definitely moving fairly quiet, but you've got company that's still kind of picked up on your presence. So
Mhm.
Of course, we have fucking
Kelly,
gear and all, yeah.
you are hearing it because you're closest to it, but you're hearing like a weird, like, kind of chittering noise with sort of, guarded, curious, like, hooting. I don't mean like Reynolds Brothers hooting and hollering, but if once you see this thing, you'll know exactly what the sound I'm talking about.
Oh no! Well, they're not too horrible. But yeah, when I hear the
Can we
chittering, I'll
adopt
kind
one?
of like, hold up, I'm hearing something, guys.
Yeah,
You know,
and
get ready.
you guys are all turning around and then have like kind of an oh shit reaction because there's a fucking like 7 or 8 foot tall neomorph kind of looming up behind you, eyeless face, no visible mouth, but it is definitely. Hold on, I need to double check what the rules are when you encounter like an alien creature for the first time.
Panics.
Yes. Everybody give me a panic roll.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh man, I love how my stress just
Oh,
goes up and up.
not D2, DS. I can't freaking type.
No.
So I guess I'd probably lose my motion tracker.
Yeah. Tobiah, you were supposed to roll panic,
just falls on
panic,
the
not
ground.
stress response. It's a separate thing. I'll remove the stress response on you. Yep, exactly that, Greg. Yeah, you guys got fucking lucky. For the most part. But yeah, like, Jack kind of turns around and sudden and kind of jumps a bit, and you sort of lose your handle on your motion tracker, I guess. So you have this thing here, and we're going to roll initiative because 0 points for. Hold on, I'm going to kind of do the order. So Kelly's back here, RTM, and does this seem like a pretty reasonable order
Yep.
of? All right.
Yeah.
Move this ship off. I'm just going to count the landing pad as kind of one zone for the bridge.
Yeah, it's one room.
Yeah. So I need to add you guys to toggle combat state.
We're in a confined space with this pissed off
Yeah.
beast.
Mhm.
What could go wrong?
Fire unloads the entire clip into it and it
All
dies.
right, hold on.
You think we could talk it down?
Well, try it and see how that works out. All right.
If you breathe on the
Who
nostrils
all
of a horse.
has? Oh, Kelly's first. I have a feeling how this is gonna go. Yeah. Okay. So PCs with fast reflexes, which I think is like everybody but Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, oh my god, I keep on forgetting to take that talent. I'm a dumb motherfucker.
All right, hold on. Okay, so I'll draw another card for RTM. You can go. Well, you're at 5, so you're on the option 6, so it'll stay at 5. And Tobiah, draw another card. You can go from 8 to 4, which is unfortunately still behind the first card of the Neomorph. But and Isabella, I believe, does not have. No, she just has cunning. So so what do you guys want to do for the order? Do you want to swap with anybody or?
You want me and Kelly to go first?
Yeah.
Me swap with Jack just to squeeze in front of the
Yeah,
first
do you want to
action.
do that, Jack?
Sure. What's the ask here?
Tobiah wants to swap with you so he and Kelly can shoot it first.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have my gun out anyway, so.
All right.
That part
There's a good chance both of them can kill it
Yeah.
before it
Good
touches you.
chance.
So, any
Hold on.
preference of who shoots first, Kelly or Tobiah?
I don't care.
I'll let you go first, Tobiah.
Okay.
All right, so swap
I don't want to
with.
hog the spotlight with the smart gun until we can get you one as well.
Okay. I have the skill that get the weapon specialist for the pulse rifle, so
Yeah,
I don't
he gets a
really care.
+5, and the only difference is that he has 1 less damage.
Yeah.
Although the smart gun does have the
Mhm.
smart sight, so like aiming applies for all the shots and not just the
Yeah.
first. So
Yeah. Full auto.
Alright.
That's it. Yep.
Let him reap.
All right, so the full auto fucking begins. All right.
That's one. Full auto. Two.
Oh god. Nice.
Then full auto for 3. Oh.
All right.
And you're out of ammo. Nice.
Oh.
But you did nice. You did nicely.
Okay. Well, let's see if this fucking thing's still standing. It's probably not going to be, but. So how much damage is the total? Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
5,
7 damage.
6, 7, 8. Hold on. So the first one's 5.
Oh shit!
The
I didn't see
next
the
one
second roll,
is
or the third roll rather.
yeah. The first roll is 5. The second roll is 6, and then the last roll is just 2. So that's 12.
All right. I think I ruled that if you do like twice its health is just dead automatically, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's dead
I believe
automatically.
so. Nice.
It had 6 health and he did
Good job,
12 damage exactly
Tobiah.
to it.
Ah, it's the young one. Okay, we were fucking lucky.
Base.
Okay, so why don't you narrate your kill?
Like Kelly, like I just imagine this thing just like comes down from the ceiling, and Kelly's just like, guys. I just turn around and go.
No, you like you spin
Completely
around. There's like a close up of the pulse rifle, like aim assist, where it like snaps up towards its head, and you just.
pull the trigger and just hold it there until it
Because
stops
John,
moving.
you've seen Alien Romulus, right?
No.
Oh, the pulse rifle you're using is the pulse rifle from that movie.
Okay.
It has like aim assist, and it's actually really cool. So
I've played the Alien Firestorm or Elite Team or
Fire Team
whatever.
Elite, yeah.
So.
But even if you don't know the gun, you've done it justice. You're using it correctly.
Well, hold on. It says, I'm gonna suppose this is an Underworld.
Very nice.
Yeah, like basically this scene is what that pulse rifle does. If you want to listen to that background. So, yeah, you just fucking riddle this thing with bullets before it does anything. So nicely done. So yeah, you fucking pump this thing full of lead, and it has like very kind of yellow, slimy looking blood. But and like I'm mainly just describing this for creepy, scientist man Dave, who just like sees this thing like it, roars out, and then like its mouth basically just kind of opens, more like kind of an orifice than an actual like hinged mouth, as it, screeches and, it gets pumped full of lead and, falls over backwards dead.
Fascinating.
So, yeah. So, and then Tobiah, you are now out of ammo, so if you have a reload, you need to use it.
Yep, I do.
Dave approaches it and, does what a Dave does, looks at it, touches it, smells it, licks it, takes samples,
Do you have
etc.
Well, you're technically a medic, so you wouldn't have analysis. But
I can do observation or medical aid, whatever you want. For them, it's
well,
probably
yeah, let me just double check, because
observation.
I think with the alien crit table, like you can do a roll on it, but it gives a -2 observation.
Ah, yeah, there was one of those things.
Because I would say that,
Yeah,
with the crit that it would have gotten is just the one where it's torn apart. So like
Mhm.
the amount of
makes
fucking lead
sense.
Tobiah put into that thing is like, yeah, it's not easily. I mean, there's enough of it to kind of figure out what's going on, but it's not an intact specimen. Let's put it that way.
You'll try either way. I'll do with the -2.
All right.
Let's see.
Okay. Well, I
It is
mean,
indeed dead. So that's a dead game. It is one, how you say, ugly motherfucker. Yeah, but this thing seems to be extremely dangerous. Do I from this, can I deduce, is it like fully grown or is it still
yeah, you would be able to
youngish
tell that,
thing?
like, I'll give you that bit of information that this, whatever this kind of creature is, it is, at the, it's very obvious, like, that it is full grown, like, from the test you can tell on it, and, like, I mean, however you would narratively summarize it, but, you know, it's a fully grown creature, but how old it is not very clear. Like,
Of
you don't have
course.
an estimate of how long its lifespan is, but you're able to tell this is an adult specimen.
Well, I mean, we probably don't even know that because we've never seen this before. So like,
Well,
we have no idea if it could be bigger. You know.
true. Well, you can definitely tell that it's not like a newborn of whatever it is. It's grown
It's a teenage to an
substantially.
adult.
Yeah, at least. Now, whether there's like a further stage, that's a good point that Megas made. That it is, it could theoretically grow further, but as it stands right now, um, you're able to tell it's like an adult of some kind, but has potential to develop further.
What does disturb me is that it seems to have uh, strangely human-like proportions and features, even though it's distorted and perverted. But it looks very uneasy. There's something wrong with it. It just looks like nothing I've ever
Seen
seen.
stuff like this before. Those are the rejects from the test tubes.
I went to class with that guy.
Hmm.
He owed me money.
If I were a betting woman, I'd
God
say
damn
that
it!
could
I'm
this be
getting
the
back my
thing
20
that attacked
bucks.
the crew? That attacked those people in the cargo bay?
What were you
On the
saying?
steps.
Kelly was asking, did it attack the crew?
Yeah, I would say
Yeah,
that's
could
actually
this be the
probably,
thing
like, I'll
that,
give you
like,
this as a bonus because I should have
killed
said this
them?
initially. Like, you're able to tell that there's actually dried blood on the kind of, pointed cone of its head.
Oh, lovely.
So that gives you the implication that it,
Person.
may have used its head as a weapon in some form. How, you haven't a fucking clue, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious for anybody who's seen Alien Covenant, but
And
yeah,
here
you're
I was
obviously
going to scold you, Tobiah, for killing an innocent creature without even seeing. Is it peaceful? But good instincts. It seems that yes, it is indeed very aggressive towards, well, at least
My
probably part
philosophy is
of the
shoot
dead
now and
crew.
ask questions later.
Well, that stands with the AWs. That's how you did with the EPP as well. Is it possible to kind of get these smothered, body parts of this thing and just put it in like a body bag or something, a crate to, you know?
Oh, we're doing this again.
Okay, we'll leave it.
Uh-oh.
We'll leave it.
You know
It could
what?
have been
You know
a
what?
bounty, but
No.
I want
We're
to
going
support David in his entrepreneurial venture.
it is a corpse. What can I do? To quote Ash, I'm pretty much sure it's not a zombie.
If we stick him in a box,
we
then,
show him to Spanker Vosk.
yeah. The only thing is, if we hear something moving in the box,
It will
then,
be
we
ejected
just shoot it.
immediately.
Exactly.
Or Isabella can incinerate it.
Yeah. Yeah, so why not? I see no flaws with this plan. Let's do it.
out of character, if I remember correctly. If the bodies of these things sit around for a while, it can cause issues.
Yeah,
If
you don't know
I
that
remember
in character,
correctly
but
when
that
I
is a very real
had these
problem.
I know, but just the GM that actually used these creatures in my old campaign is you fools.
Hermetically sealed box.
But yeah, like in character, I don't know what this thing is.
Yeah, so like I would say there would be, empty in the cargo bay that you found the drugs in. There would be like some empty crates for loot, and you could stuff the corpse of this guy into one of those crates.
Dave's been getting good lately at cleaning up the destroyed messes from Tobiah and Kelly when things get splattered. So he's like, "I'll put my gloves on again and get them up."
We just need to get
So,
you
yeah.
a snow shovel.
Basically, I need to have that with me all the time to
I
clean
mean,
up.
folding and trenching spades are an item in this game.
Just starts carrying
Yeah,
a
just like carry
French
that around.
shovel.
Maybe a mop.
Maybe a shovel mop. One end has
Ooh.
this, the other has the other. It's the future, baby. They probably have it. But yeah, so he'll get to preparing the body for that while the others are looking at the bridge if anything is visible.
All right. And if you want to access, because like I said, the ship is powered up and it isn't like locked down, so Jack can freely access the logs, and there isn't anything that would indicate the relevance of this creature to what happened, which I mean, again, kind of like with what you were dealing with Luna, like there weren't any logs on what had happened. It just sort of um, like any kind of status updates before that. Um, but it does give you a bit of insight on on this crew, and the fact that they were in fact smugglers, not associated with Valentino, just like an independent crew.
Mhm. Okay, so they were opportunistic as well. They saw something interesting happening and they thought they would score big. Unfortunately, that was not the case.
Can we tell like where these creatures came from? Were these smugglers? Were they like carrying? Out of character, I know it's the black goo
Right.
tubes or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, can we tell what happened?
Yeah, that's a good point. The crew does not indicate that they were carrying anything in the cargo bay that might have causes. Like they don't allude to any sort of spores or black goo or anything. So that is your indication that whatever happened on this planet happened here, not as like an outside context problem.
Okay, so maybe it was already on the planet when they landed, or
Correct. Like the last update that is made, by the captain of this ship is indicates that we got here and something horrible happened to this colony. There isn't a sign of life anywhere. We have teams out and about, scouting for anything of value, yada yada yada, but they don't indicate that they found any kind of cause for concern.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So like basically they landed and whatever had happened had already happened, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I thought that like they had landed and then it had broken out, but okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, they kind of arrived
Well, it's
after everything had gone to pot.
yeah. It seems maybe the enigmatic border bombers have been at it again. We're never able to, well, quite directly see what's responsible and who's responsible because, well, nobody ever, from what I've heard in the EPP, ever makes it out alive, really, to tell the tale. So it seems those bastards are striking again.
In character, we know that this is something the UPP has done before.
Um, well, this is a UPP planet. They wouldn't have done it to their own people. Like the border bombers are something that you all have picked up rumors of. at some
Oh,
point or
right.
another. What is it? What in terms of the rumor control, nobody knows who they are, and they're very not because two reasons. Number one, they're attacking the UPP and United Americas indiscriminately, which rules out the
Yes.
possibility of it being one or the other. But part of the problem is that they don't leave any survivors.
Okay, I got it.
It's Osama bin Laden. He's back.
Somehow Bin Laden returned, yeah.
Yeah, with a black goo.
Osama bin Laden used the cloning facilities.
But
So
I mean, if you think about it,
technically-
like Palpatine's cave is kind of like Bin Laden's, hideout. It's not.
You think Palpatine also had a copy of Counter-Strike Source?
I mean, Bin Laden definitely has like Dark Apprentices.
Oh yeah. And he had The Sims 2 on DVD.
I think he also had an Animal Crossing island.
That's fucking hilarious.
The chill,
just a relatable dude.
It's a case, yeah. Imagine that case of villains out shopping. When he's not being a notorious terrorist, he just likes to unwind with some video games.
Yeah. Hey,
I
you
need
had
to
a
see
long
what his
day.
Sims world looked like. Like how fucked up was it? Like completely fucked up, or was it like totally normal? And he's just like marrying people and shit.
Well, he obviously is going to have 7 wives.
That probably came in the expansion packs, but
Pimp DLC.
Yeah.
Man, EA really will do anything for profit.
He's got 40 virgins somewhere running around in the city.
Ironically, I used to play at least The Sims 4. I don't know
Oh,
if
dude, it's
older
fun.
versions of The Sims, but polygamy wasn't really a thing in The Sims 4. It was a modded thing, but they never allowed you to do polygamy.
I can imagine he'd be a modder.
Anyway,
but back to this.
The
anyway,
combination.
Anyway.
But yeah, so border bombers. So there's not much information to go on, but considering that this was a UPP colony, and that there was at least one R&D facility on this planet, you can surmise that made it a target, and they fucking bombed the planet.
They come and go as they please.
Sorry, what made the planet a target?
So, that there was at least the Hyperdyne facility on the planet, which is obviously where you're going per the deal that the one guy made with Kelly. There is another facility up here.
We'll check everything out.
So, just the one facility that you know for certain of, which was the Hyperdyne facility that the dude told you about. That facility, it was like an R&D facility that the guy mentioned was doing weapons R&D among other things, but he was kind of coy on details. The knowledge of that might have made this planet a target for the border bombers.
Interesting. Well, that's interesting that they might even care about something like that. Like, what would they have to be doing to even care what the humans are doing? Sort of thing.
Mysterious
isn't that
motives.
the UPP facility that we were told not to approach?
Yes.
Because
yeah, that is correct. There is a UPP R&D facility up there. So could have been the UPP facility. Could have been
our mission.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's irrelevant to the mission, but especially with that knowledge, there was a lot of R&D going on at this colony, presumably related to the war. The specifics you don't know, but depending on what they were making, that probably put them on the radar of the border bombers. The radar, I mean.
Question the ship we are on. What is the condition of the ship?
it's space worthy.
Dave sees dollar signs in his eyes.
Hmm.
It's free real estate.
Slight issue though of well, two issues of number one, it's not your ship, and number two is do you have a second person to pilot it? Well, actually, no, Isabella, I can't answer that question,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
forgot about that because she piloted Mikey the Hutt's sail barge to Morningstar
And
for you.
theoretically, oh yeah, we don't have a. Our ship doesn't have a tug. We can't like attach him or something.
Yeah. I mean, Isabella could fly it for you, but she'd be the only crew member on that ship.
We'd probably divide like one of the synths in one ship to keep company to Isabella, the other in the other. And so we'd make it work. We'll see. But
Yeah,
Dave
that,
is kind
yeah,
of
that is a possibility, and you have the. I mean, because my question is now that the, I mean, just for simplicity's sake, the neomorph is dead. Are you going to keep the drugs you found on this ship, or are you going to shuttle them and the corpse back over to yours?
I would suggest, for security reasons, to have everything on our ship.
Yeah.
But when we're coming back, and if everything is all right, we shall take this bonus ship as an extra for our hard job well done. But let's keep everything on our ship for now, for the time being. Everything locked up there. That's Dave's advice.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
All right. So you're moving everything. Are you going to do that before you venture into the colony, or?
Yes, Dave is already helping with that.
All right.
Taking up the bags and the corpses
Yeah.
first.
So
And
Isabella will. I
help
mean,
with
it's
the
definitely a
drugs.
two-person job per crate.
Yeah.
She'll lend a hand to Dave for whichever one he's carrying. So I would say that takes maybe 20 minutes or so to get the crates, like both crates moved over to your ship and secured. So the reason I'm asking, like, I'm going to ask who is doing which crates, because like I said, a two-person job. Dave and Isabella are doing one. Who's doing the other? And the reason why I'm asking is like if you're moving the crates, you are not relaxing.
I'll help move one of the crates since I don't need to worry about stress. Then whoever else wants to help me.
Yeah. I'd advise that we maybe do it slower, but have us synthes do the crates and the neomorph, while the fleshies, vulnerable ones, relax. We
Well,
have time.
I just start,
Don't call me a fleshy.
I was about to say that sounds like a very bad slur.
Are we inventing slurs now?
Yes.
Hey, you know what? I'm here supporting David's activities, and what does he do? He calls us fleshies.
That is out of concern. I mean, no ill intent
For
towards
all
that.
you know, I'm half synthetic.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, and yeah, because especially siding with with Tobiah and the other, like, Isabella sort of snarks at Artyom, and it's like, don't get your reproductive organs in a twist, fleshy, and continues helping carry the crates.
Hey, I've
Good
been
job,
nothing but
Dave.
cool to you. That's
You've
rude.
invented a new slur. I hope you're happy with yourself.
Banter is the best way to create bonds. I think it's helping.
Yeah, no, that's just like banter with slurs.
Hey, it's
Of
a
banter,
compromise.
so I mean it works.
It's a compromise. It starts conversations.
It start a conversation.
So I had a question just to like double check. So this entire like planet was like, bombed by the border bombers, right?
Yep.
Or is it
Well, I
just
mean, there is one settlement on this planet, which is this planet or this colony. That was hit by the border
and
bombers.
like the Hyperdyne facility we're going to, it was like destroyed, right?
Not completely.
Or
Like you can tell, like, because the border bombers, they don't, bomb it with like a nuke. They drop black goo on it, and black goo is, I'm sure you're aware, doesn't affect like machinery. Like it doesn't have a destructive effect. It just like wipes the planet clean of all life.
So infrastructure is basically still up even when the border bombers arrive.
Yeah. Now, well,
and
the
do their
counter that like the one caveat to that though is that the border bombers specifically, per their attacks, they also deploy an EMP. So
Yes.
it fries electronics, but it does not like destroy. So like the colony, I mean, is running dark right now, except for the R&D facility, the Hyperdyne facility. But the infrastructure, like all the buildings and stuff, are fine.
Okay. Yeah, because I was just thinking that what we could possibly do, depending on, like, if we encounter any more of those, any more of the neomorphs, we could at least go and see, like, if the UPP R&D facility is still, like, if it's too dangerous, then we leave, but I'm somewhat curious about what's there. Like, it's definitely not in the mission, but, like, it could be interesting, too.
Well, so neither was this ship or the drugs or this corpse, but they will all fetch a pretty bonus. So I absolutely will look over everything.
Yeah. Obviously, if it's too dangerous, then we definitely need to, just pack up everything we find after we finish the mission. But yeah, that's just my thought process of, ooh, what's that shiny thing on the hill over there?
Yeah, because you do see it up on the
Kelly
hill,
gets
kind of looming over you, very ominously.
Kelly gets a smart gun, and now she's like, I can go everywhere.
Well,
What's gonna stop you?
Kelly can handle herself pretty decently, with the 8
Yes, you can.
strength and resilient. Like, if anyone can hold out against these fuckers for a while, it'd be my character.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you're not wrong.
Not to, throw shade on any of the human characters of the party, but you're all
The
squishy. No
And
offense,
Isabel's like, yeah,
especially you,
plushies, like you said.
RTM. I'm not using that word, but that's your word.
I'm
now,
not as squishy
Isabella.
as you think I am.
I wouldn't challenge them to squish you.
I can take a beating.
But
The mind can be
yeah,
squishy as
that,
well.
Yeah.
that is
My
gonna
mind's
go
already
after we
mush.
get
That
the
we're not going to go there.
after we get
So
the
anyway,
research at Hyperdyne,
so you guys are gonna be
and if it's
spending
still
40
safe.
minutes instead of 20 moving the cargo.
Yeah, let them be stressed
Yep.
completely.
Okay. Yeah, I would say during that time that you guys are out and about and conversing, I need a passive observation from whoever's the highest.
Uh-oh.
Probably me.
Yep.
Almost certainly. Ooh, we've been slow.
Oh, did we have time to reduce stress?
I will say you'll have had time to reduce one of those points of stress. So if you want to reroll, you can.
Okay.
What about my banter?
With banter in mind, yes. In
Wait,
that case, you recover all
somehow
your
I'm
stress.
still selecting ship here. Something. I should have more that I have more observation. Let me try to fix this.
That's because you have tunnel vision. You have to from the previous roll. You have to.
Oh,
yeah,
has that faded yet?
Yeah. The all of your guys' stress response stuff has faded.
Okay. Jeez. Okay, let me reroll again.
Yeah, then yeah, and the panics probably.
Okay.
And I'll push that just to make
Alright.
sure. Awesome.
Okay. So.
Oh, and I did pick up my my motion tracker sense.
Yeah, I figured as much. Because I'm sure you guys know by now, I am not the kind of GM who will fuck you for not saying incredibly obvious things. Now, I mean, if you have a more convoluted plan and you don't carry that out, but something as simple as like, yeah, I reload or I do this or that, then if it abides by common sense. So, while you guys are, because you're obviously, you're bantering, snarking at each other, and moving around heavy crates and aren't exactly, fully on guard, but from within the colony, you hear noises similar to what you heard in the ship, and by the time you react to that, you see climbing up the edge of the landing platform more neomorphs.
Oh,
Oh.
more as in multiple also.
Yeah, you've gone from alien to
Sweet.
aliens. So
Yay.
Aliens not in isolation.
yeah.
Yes.
So what I'll do is, yeah, I'll just assume that everybody's kind of in short range. What I'll do is I will I'll draw the, yeah, because the landing pad is a pretty fucking big. So I'm gonna just divide this in half to represent a zone. So like I would say you're all within one zone. So basically the reason I drew
Question.
that is because if anybody wants to fall back, then you can. What's your question?
Sorry, question before we start. So is this like interrupting that the removal of the crates and the body, or is this at the end of that kind of thing?
I would say it's like
Asking.
midway.
Okay,
Like
so
you've
they've
lifted
only
one crate, you've
resorted.
gotten one crate, your choice of which one aboard the ship.
But they haven't. So the squishies haven't gotten rid of all the stress yet. Just
They actually
to
would
show
have.
that.
Well, it depends on how much. I mean, if you
Oh
had
yes, yeah.
if you had 2 or less, then you recover all of it because Tobias has banter. But if you had 3 or more, you would have at least 1.
Yeah, I have 1.
So yeah, only 2 stress have
Yeah.
been. Okay, but also yeah,
Right.
people
Back down to
take
3.
out your panic effects
Okay.
and
So I'm
your
gonna toggle combat state on
stress
these
responses.
guys. But I need to duplicate the combatants. So let's see.
I picked that up for that specific reason because I need stress reduction.
You still have the effects to buy on your character
Oh
sheet.
yeah,
So
yeah. I meant
Okay. So let's
I
see.
meant like
So
it helps
um,
with that mitigation.
So RTM can go from 2 to 4. So you go above the first neomorph.
Oh
Jack
boy.
has can go from, well, 5 is better than 7, so you'll stay at 5. Tobias goes from 9 to 6. And Kelly's already first. Does anybody want to swap?
Dave the ever slowpoke.
Hey, you're supposed to heal us to
I'll
make sure we're not
swap
dead.
with
Yeah.
RTM so he can, give orders.
Okay,
Mhm.
so swap with
Good point.
that. And then if anybody wants to swap with Isabella as an allied character, she can.
Yeah.
I guess I swap with Isabella for shooties.
Yeah, this would be a good combo of bonuses and the big hitters right away
All
to
right,
hope.
so
Yeah.
Like, oh look, ambush. Tobias just, you see his eyes flash red. It's like, ah!
Yeah.
Start the rage mode. Flip the switch
Dave,
again.
Dave's getting out his
Okay.
pistol.
So I guess this order. I mean, Dave, if you want to swap with Isabel, so you can go first, or if you want to see her let that flamethrower roar, then
Nah, I'll let her burn shit. She's itching for a fight.
well,
That's
yeah,
Tobias when
Isabel,
he's
yeah,
ready
revs
to
up the
shoot.
flamethrower. Is like,
Exactly.
I was looking for some humans to kill, but these abominations will do just fine. So PC slot. RTM. Are you giving orders or are you
Oh.
attacking? What are you doing?
I'm gonna give orders.
And just for reference to you guys, they are short range from all of you.
Lovely. Okay. I'm gonna do the stupid thing, and I'm not gonna save a move to block so that I can give 2 commands.
It's a
Well,
gamble.
Kelly, fuck obliterate this one. All right, shoot the fuck out of him. Turn him into mush, and if you can, the other one too, but mostly just this guy.
Okay, command roll.
And Tobiah, fuck obliterate that one. Oh yeah, different command roles, but you know. First one will be for Kelly.
Okay.
Any second now.
Yeah, I see it. One success.
That's fucking pathetic.
You're pissed off? Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, it
All
makes
right.
sense. That's two extra dice.
Yeah.
Now for Tobiah.
And 3 for him. Do you want to keep
Woohoo!
that, or do you want to push?
Oh, am I? Do I ever?
Oh, you screw it up.
Oh man. Oh,
Oh,
forcing.
it would have been 4.
Success.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I'm so freaked out by these things like climbing up right in front of me that my voice cracks and
They have
all of
hard-ons for
my
heads!
charisma is gone.
So
He starts stuttering in Russian.
What?
So the way that rapid fire works is that you're making all of these separate rolls. So does the stress response here mean he fails only the last roll or all of them?
For field commander it's a separate action, so he only fails for the one that he got that panic on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
So
attacking.
his first command works fine, but he becomes too
He screws up on the one
worked
for
up.
Tobiah.
Yeah, that like eventually he just starts shouting gibberish, and Tobiah is like, "What?"
So Russian.
Yeah, exactly. So, um,
But yeah, Tobiah, you should not have I think the shakes still, because
so
it'll give you a minus
yeah.
that you probably.
This
I mean, I
this
can
is what
remove it for
happens
you if you
when
need it to. Um,
I can get it. I didn't know if the stress responses got removed and
the
panic
stress
responses
responses
or
would have
not.
gotten removed because you guys had some downtime to recover your like status effects. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
you may have some
I
stress,
still
but you
have.
do have your status effects removed.
Okay, so I still have spooked. I just don't have.
Yeah. And speaking of which, Jack, drop item is no longer active or no longer relevant, so you
Yeah.
can remove that. Okay, so RTM has
This
gone.
is
I don't know how do I remote.
If
just.
you
Oh yeah, I see it.
yeah, if you left click, yeah, there you go. Okay, so RTM has given 2 commands, so Tobiah is up next.
When our team starts speaking in Russian, this is what happens.
Yeah. If you want priority of targets, this guy goes first.
Yeah. Yep. All right, and so so I will go ahead and carefully aim for the first one
Okay,
and we're doing full auto,
as
no
always.
bonuses. Yep.
Good
Okay.
start. It's a start.
And then careful aim does not take into effect for the next
second,
2
For the
rolls.
subsequent, no.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Lovely.
All right. So you hit him
And
again.
then the final roll. Here we go.
It can't be pushed because of the stress, but still nice.
Yeah, still 3
Yeah.
shots. So that's 2, 3,
2,
5, 6, 7,
7,
9.
9. Yep.
Nice.
So it's armor. Wait, hold on, is that right? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. So yeah, it gets. I'm gonna roll a crit force. See what you do to it. Okay, so you pump it full of lead pretty solidly. It screeches, and it's like like butthole mouth opens and it roars, and you can see its horrifying sharp teeth. Writhes its head around, flailing around in rage, and its head instantly sort of locks in on Tobiah.
It's like, I'm in danger.
Yeah, you done fucked up, son. Okay, so that was
But it
Tobiah's
will
turn,
die.
and now it's Kelly's turn.
Alrighty. Let's have some fun. Okay.
I think Kelly really likes the smart gun.
Hey, who doesn't?
I
It's one of
mean-
the fucking best 3 guns in the game, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep, I'll target the one that Tobias was shooting. Try and finish it off. And I will do a careful aim.
You also get the, I think, a +1 or +2 from RTM.
2.
Yep.
2. All right.
And I get a +2 from my weapon specialist that I got for the
Alright.
smart gun.
So
Yeah.
it's like a
I just-
+6.
Yeah, I just automatically changed
short
the bonus in
range.
the
Yes.
gun.
Yeah, that's much easier for me as well.
Firing full auto. Can't conserve ammo.
Nope.
Yep.
But let's get dangerous.
Very dangerous. Alright, I'm not even gonna bother rolling fucking
Oh god.
damage for it.
All the
It just dies instantly.
waste up a ton of ammo on it though. Yeah.
And
then
also, Kelly,
I
you
will
need to
swap
roll your
targets.
stress thing, for getting ambushed by these scary beasties. Alright, you're fine.
Okay, and then my second shot, I will swap targets.
Alright.
Short range. Careful aim because
I
of
will
the
also
lovely.
say that you
Yeah,
get the +2
right.
still from RTM's command, because he did say, if possible, hit the other guy, so.
Yeah. Then fire
Very
full
possible.
auto.
Okay, so you hit him as well, and then you can do another
Oh, I'm
shot.
out of ammo.
Oh shit!
You're out of
Oh,
ammo.
that's
No.
a first. So that's
It's
4
something,
damage on that guy. So his armor piercing, basically you're just doing straight to his health.
Yep.
Okay.
Sad, but did a ton of damage. Ton of damage. So I did a ton
Indeed.
of ammo, but
Yeah.
6,
Both.
I also
both.
did that.
9,
You
10
did a ton
damage.
of damage, but used a ton of ammo. There you go. So.
Yeah. There we go.
10
I
damage
promise
total.
you, English is my first language, but
Well,
sometimes I
Well, she
struggle.
did. Well, John, the first shot was to hit this one and finish it off, and the second shot hit that
Yeah,
guy.
I'm just saying 10 total damage between
Yeah. Yep. 'Tis the power of the smart gun.
everything.
Okay, so
Mhm.
Kelly is gone because she aimed and fired, and then Jack, it's your turn.
So I probably would not have. Would I already have my weapon out or not?
Given the speed in which these things kind of came up on you, I would say no.
Okay, so I'll pull out my my rifle and I'll shoot the remaining one, and I will do full auto.
All right.
Oh.
Nice.
Make sure to just change it to short range because I think it's still by default it puts it in engaged, which will give you minuses for the reason.
Right. Let me see.
Oh. Then I might have goofed.
Uh-oh.
All right. So you do hit.
So I get to roll again, right?
Yeah. Do you have machine gunner?
Yes. I
Okay.
do.
So then you don't take a stress from doing it. So.
Nice.
Okay. So. All right, so you get another hit, so that's so far 2,
Ooh boy.
4, 5, 6 damage. Do you want to do another shot?
Do I know in character if this thing has armor or not? I guess.
No, you don't.
No,
Okay, so
because they
I'll
just died so
roll it.
fast.
Well, anything's gonna die really
Yeah, and
fast
the
if
thing
they
is,
get
like,
shredded
out
with
of
a
character,
smart
it
gun.
does have
To
armor,
be
but the
fair.
thing is that its armor is so fucking low that, like, with the armor piercing, it essentially doesn't have any. So.
I believe that's a total of 8 damage.
It
Yes,
is.
that's 8. So,
You can push the last roll if you really want to, but this should be enough.
yeah, it is definitely enough. So let's roll its crit and see what it does. Desperate action. So immediately gets to perform a fast and slow action. So in a rage, it will. I mean,
Oh,
I guess
shit.
because you shot it, it's going to move into engage and attack you.
Does that count as me breaking it?
If you got it to 0 health, so it's broken. Yes, technically.
Okay, so then my talent triggered, so I
Yeah.
lose a stress.
All right.
Nice.
So let's see what it does.
because I am merciless.
Yeah. Okay. Tail slash. It hits you for 2 damage.
Okay, so I have 1 armor, so I take 2.
Oh, you don't need to roll armor. It's just an automatic reduction.
Oh, right. I forgot that they changed the rules. Okay,
Yeah.
so I take 1.
Yeah, so you just take flat 1 damage. So okay, so it slashes at
shit.
you, and then it like the
Heals
strain,
over.
like you
Regains
could
a
tell
point
it
of
was
health.
bleeding very badly, but it yeah, it's still standing. So
Through the sheer power of being,
yeah, it's
pissed
probably not going to
off,
last much longer, but
it survives.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
question is just how much damage is it gonna do before it goes
yeah,
down? That's
so
the issue.
yeah, because it is its turn now.
Mhm.
So
Oh dear.
so you're right there, so it's going to attack you again. That is leaping attack. It pounces on you.
No successes though.
Yeah, well, yeah, lunges at you, so then in that case the second attack fails. Which is unfortunate for it because it had 2 successes. Okay, so yeah, it basically just went, and now Isabella is going to go, and
It jumps up like a cat on a hot tin roof and does nothing.
yeah, like basically like so it leaps at you with its arms like outstretched toward you, but you kind of sidestep it and it kind of lands over here. And it basically kind of like lands by Isabella's feet. It doesn't. You guys notice it doesn't actually seem to really react to her being there.
Oh, it will in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got
Oh dear.
But like it turns it, so like it sort of like slides on its feet, towards like in her direction, but it turns to face Jack, and it becomes like Waylon in the first AVP movie where she's like, "Don't you turn away from me," and it's gonna fucking incinerate it. So.
This is its reaction after Isabella flames it.
All right. So, oh, hold on. I had the neomorph selected, but
This is Isabella.
so,
Nice.
yeah, she hits it for 3, and especially where its armor versus fire is 0, so it goes down to 0. Now I need to roll the fire intensity because her fucking heavy flamethrower has fire intensity 12.
Yeah, damn.
So another attack with 12 dB. She got 1 success, so it is now continuously burning. But
It's
first
going.
I'm gonna roll its crit and see what it gets. Yeah, she fucking burns it to a crisp.
Yeah.
Did you order
Nice.
original recipe or extra crispy?
Oh, the smell.
So, she Jack, you're turning around to see this, and you see her just marching forward, firing on this thing, and as it's like, even as it's already burning and like writhing around, screaming in pain and like rolling around, like she's still burning it, even though it's not necessary, and she just has this like cold expression on her face with a slight smile. And only after it actually stops moving is when she finally lets her finger off the trigger.
Look at
Exactly,
Isabella and I
like
just give her a thumbs up.
Yeah, it can't hurt to double tap these things, but sweet
Great
mother.
work that you do.
I like it crispy.
So,
Going by the smell, I imagine they aren't really edible.
Aww. I
Please
hope
don't
they
eat
taste like
that,
chicken.
Maya.
It does
would
not
advise
smell
It's
against
sad
it.
I have to say, but
You do. You
no
do.
one eat that.
Oh, I hope they taste like chicken though.
Just in case you're getting any ideas.
Hey, if you want me to have an idea, don't tell me the idea.
Unfortunately, it seems like there's more of them, so I wanted to spare you from the heavy work, but I think we're gonna need the help of everyone to unload these things as quickly as we can and get a move on. Everybody be on guard. Be vigilant.
Yep. And I will
So-
go ahead and I'll reload the
All right.
smart gun.
I will go into like Overwatch and I'll be like, okay, I'm not getting jumped again
So you're just kind of
by
actively
one of these
scouting.
assholes. Yeah, I'll be like
All right.
using my, I'll be like scouting the perimeter or whatever.
Right. Okay. So you won't be recovering any stress during that time, but you definitely will have your weapon ready and so on. So in the time that it takes you, so okay. So who? I mean, I'm assuming once again it's Dave and Isabella who are loading up the crates.
Yeah, somebody can help with the rest. Like, I don't know if we loaded
don't have
that
the
first
strength.
corpse.
There were 2 crates. You already loaded 1.
Yeah.
The corpse of the first neomorph. Have we done that already?
Well, that's why I was asking. I mean, you have the drugs and the corpse of the neomorph. Which have
Yeah,
you
yeah,
already
that-
loaded, and which one are you?
Okay. Okay. So never mind. Which is which?
Yeah, no,
but
it
if
really doesn't
only
matter
one
which. You're loading
remains,
them both
yes.
on.
Okay.
So you just get the other crate, and that takes a little bit of time.
Okay.
During that time, you would have enough. I mean, especially with Tobias banter, you recover another 2 stress. Well, actually, if it's 20 minutes, you would do that twice. So, you you all should be. Well, anybody who's actively relaxing, which I think is everybody but Jack, is recovering a total of 4 strain or stress. Okay.
So no more panic responses
Yep.
and no more
All
stress
your panic
responses.
responses and such are gone. So RTM, get rid of all yours and did that for Jack.
Oh boy, the mountain.
Yep. So, yeah, you've dealt with more neomorphs, and you're not hearing any further activity within the colony. And Jack, actively scouting, is not seeing anything. So,
Okay.
with all the cargo of interest loaded, are you going to finally venture into the research facility?
Yes. Let's first go
Yeah,
there
let's-
before the R&D.
Get on the road to that.
Okay. How many characters have like sealed? I mean, I know Jack has an ape suit. Artyom has, I think, an eco suit, and I'm correct. And then Tobias just has like body armor. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I do have an 8 suit that I have not been wearing, but if I need to put it on, I would put it on.
Well, before you head out, I'm going to ask you: are you going to bring the ape suit?
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say Dave, out of seeing all of this alien contagion, he kind of recommends suit it
So-
up.
So if I'm recommended to equip it, then I will equip it.
All right.
I will wear it and put the personal armor back in my storage. Or inactive.
You're tough as steel, Tobiah. You'll do just as well without it. I'd rather hope that you
Okay.
don't breathe in this stinky alien.
Does Dave
creature.
have armor or no?
Dave has armor, yes.
Okay, because I was gonna say I would just like here take my M3 personal armor while I wear the ape suit.
Thank you. I have mine already. We will keep yours somewhere safe.
I can just like have it tucked in my backpack.
So,
Well, yeah, backpack locker wherever you want.
all right. So, in that case, yeah, you venture through the colony, which nullifies a possible danger, just for transparency. So yeah, you guys venture through, and like I said, it's a pretty haunting sight of like all these like husks, and I mean vaguely human shaped, littering the streets. I mean, you can see like people who were like, slumped, forward against the doors of the buildings trying to get into shelter before everything went to shit. But
Kind
in
of
the
like what
time,
happened to Pompeii, I imagine, where
exactly,
you see all like the dead bodies
correct.
and stuff on the ground.
So
Oh,
Quite
this reminds me of my first tour of duty.
What the
and
hell
Isabella
happened
says to
there?
you, this reminds me of what I, hope the fate I hope befalls the human race. I just wish it hadn't. I wish it had befallen the almighty Mikey, but him being strangled with a chain will have to do. She says she kind of, elbows Kelly.
Strangled by a chain is not the best way to go. Granted, it was interesting, but it's not the best way to go. You needed to stick a spit through him and turn him over a fire like a rotisserie.
Oh my god.
Oh,
What? Stick an apple in his mouth too while you're at it?
Yep.
Oh, which of the like?
Isabella, Tobias is one of the good ones.
She actually says to that, it's like,
There's
yes,
like
I
a
am beginning to
Catholic
see
saint
that.
that was like that's the way he was killed, and then like he's also the patron saint of like comedians because apparently he supposedly said, turn me over, I'm not done on this side. Like, I'll have to Google that.
The patron saint of barbecue.
Oh my lord.
Spokesman for A1.
This is Mikey.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's Saint Lawrence of Rome. He supposedly said to his executioners, "Turn me over, I'm done on this side." So he's also he's the patron saint of chefs, cooks, comedians, and like
God damn.
roasters.
Man, that guy's
That's some
got
dark ass humor.
range.
Yeah, Isabella,
Bold
just
as
kind of,
Yeah, but back
in
to the game.
response to what Tobias saying, just kind of grumbles about the fact that she wasn't able to kill Fat Mikey. So between that, I mean, between how he treated her and how like the Wayland Corps personnel at Terra Nova used to treat her, she's like, I couldn't get my revenge on any of those people, so the rest of humankind will have to suffice. But by the time that conversation potentially gets to a worse point, you guys make your way to the Hyperdyne facility. And right off the bat, another possible oh shit moment is upon reaching the entrance to the complex, you see that the front door of the facility has been split open by some manner of creature or creatures that may possibly be loose in the depths of the complex.
Artyom, for once,
Hmm?
God damn it, stop leading. In the back, sir.
What? What's the worst that could happen?
RTM, also, if you have to pee, don't go into the bathroom.
Yeah,
Thank you,
no,
Tobias.
I'm just gonna drop my fucking belt right here and piss on the floor. I've learned my lesson, believe me.
Artyom is literally pissing on the dead. God.
You know what? That's a good idea. Hadn't
He's got to
considered
mark
that.
his territory.
Yeah.
Please, no. They just disintegrated.
Isabella, Isabella hears you into pissing on the dead, and it's like, you're desecrating a human corpse with your urine? Perhaps I misjudged you, Artyom.
Yeah, see, I'm an alright guy.
Got to mark the territory. Let other predators know that there's something bigger and scarier.
I don't like the implication that I'm a predator.
You enter the facility, and then Chris Hansen walks around the corner. You sure know how to make yourself right at home. Why don't you have another seat over there? Have a seat over there. Anyway, so you guys,
Please let Tobias and Kelly lead, please.
all right. If you,
But Jack could use the motion track, I hope,
All right.
to check things.
So yeah, when you get in the facility, this I have a map for, so I will activate. Well, first I gotta select all the tokens.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Well, yeah, I mean it's kind of the nucleus of the mission. So yeah, you are entering from this front door here. RTM is not on point, so I'll say it's Tobias and Kelly. RTM in the middle, and then yeah, actually, I'll just do this order, and you guys let me know if that looks right.
Yeah. Dave's okay with it?
All right.
Yeah.
So when you get to the door, so you actually notice that these entrances have kind of like a metal detector with a slot for a key card. And before you ask, oh, can we climb around it? No, there's at some of those ticket booths, how there's sort of a metal cage, like a grate surrounding it, so you kind of have to go through it. That's what you're dealing with here.
Okay.
Are there lights on?
Yes.
Is it active? Yeah.
Damn
it. We can't disable it from this side?
No, and the problem is that there's not an access panel on it. It's just a key card slot. Now, it is open. Like there's nothing physically blocking you from going through, but depending
Alarms.
on if it's a metal detector or if it's some sort of scanner, or if you have to punch in a key card to prevent anything bad from happening, is something you don't. Well, I will say this. Anybody who wants to do an observation, in this case, Kelly, you would get a +2 to it,
Okay,
which is an
sure.
optional roll for anybody who wants to try to get more information on the situation. So,
Hey, 3 dice.
damn.
Uh-oh.
I got a success.
Okay.
I think people see.
Somehow I have 5 observation. That should not be correct. I don't think.
Did you? I thought you. Hold on.
Do you have an item that gives you some?
Yeah,
That is
because
strange.
Jack, see, I mean, even just last week you said you're putting 5 points into observation, getting that up to 3. So yeah. Hold on, let me check your gear.
I can There's I cannot modify the observation. There's something going on here.
Ooh. It's locked for him, the skills?
Can
Maybe
anybody else
refreshing
edit
the
it?
page.
Like, well, it's only observation. The other ones I can edit.
Oh,
Something
shit.
something weird is happening.
Well, I did update the
Yeah, I can
foundry, so.
I can modify my other things. Maybe just refresh the page?
Sorry, I rolled again.
Yeah, well, I should probably refresh as well. Because I was having the same problem that he was having. Let me see if that.
Mm.
Because just for everyone's reference, per Greg's recommendation, I did update the foundry system.
I hope it didn't break anything.
I mean, I'm not just to be clear, I'm not blaming you for it. But let's see.
Yeah, I can't edit my. It should be at 3.
Okay.
And it's at 5.
Huh.
Shit.
And you refresh the page and still
I
nothing?
refreshed it
Yeah.
too, and it's still 5. Okay, well, I
Maybe his
guess
character
re-roll with a -2.
This is fucking strange.
And you can't edit it either?
Nope.
What would happen, maybe, Cody, if you deleted his token and put it back?
It wasn't a problem with his token. I opened his sheet from the character sheet
okay,
directory.
yeah. Strange.
Maybe try like cloning it and see if you could like edit the clone.
Good idea. Hold on, duplicate that.
The Jack's a multiplying.
Yeah, no, it doesn't let me fucking edit even the clone, so.
Interesting.
Huh.
The game really wants you to be able to see things, Jack.
And you don't have any other pieces of gear or anything that give you a bonus to observation, which I don't think there is any, but.
But like, none of the
Yeah,
pieces
it shouldn't be
do that
visible.
automatically, right?
No, that's why I'm
Like, none of that's automated.
Okay then. Well. I have to fucking report that in the fucking Foundry Discord for aliens. Alright. The alien system, that is. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, the point is you guys do succeed. So you're able to figure out that this is not a metal detector. It is basically an authorized, like a personnel authorized thing. Like basically, if you don't have like a Hyperdyne like key card and you walk through this thing, it'll set off an alarm. Like if you do have a key card and you swipe it and it authorizes you as Hyperdyne facility personnel, then you can walk through it. I mean, obviously it won't like stay active, but it'll stay active long enough for you to walk through.
Question: do these
Can I just
doors
hack it?
exist?
The problem is that there's not a panel for you to plug into. It's basically like a sort of like when you swipe your your credit card at like a cash register or like like checking out groceries, that kind of thing. Like it's something you swipe your card through or like into. It's not like something with a panel that you can bypass.
What kind of door did you say this was?
What kind of this? Well, this isn't a door. It's like kind of like an open thing, like a metal detector.
Ah,
Like it's an open passageway. But the problem is that what you were able to tell from the observation rolls that like if you don't have a key card and you walk through it, it will trigger an alarm. Perhaps not a lockdown, but it will definitely give away your position.
And we
Can
haven't
I?
seen any interesting corpses.
No, this
Well,
like
maybe.
entrance corridor, there haven't been any corpses or anything. So
Okay. Well, not
Can
many
I?
options.
Can I? Well, because there's still like the reader. So can I like remove the panel on the reader and like try to just disable the system?
sure. I would say that to remove the panel, that would be kind of combined effort from Kelly to do like heavy machinery on it to like expose the parts you need to so you can hack it. So Kelly, I need a heavy machinery from you.
Okay. Would the maintenance jack help with this?
Um, maintenance jack seems kind of big for something like that, so I would say no.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make it inactive then. Yeah, everything else is inactive. Heavy machinery.
Okay, so you do remove the panel. Do you want to do anything with those stunts?
You do it quietly, just so, in case there's anything else, so we don't get jump scared again. And then you achieve some unexpected additional effect. What
Um,
does that mean?
I mean,
Oh
it's
wait,
kind of
am I looking at
subjective.
heavy machinery?
What? What about heavy machinery?
Oh yeah, I was just double checking you because
Well,
one of the
the stunts are kind of
things
weird.
is like, yeah, you inflict 1 more point of damage is listed on heavy
Hold
machinery.
on, let me.
That doesn't seem correct.
Yeah, it doesn't strike me as correct either. Where is the Alien RPG player guide? Stunts for um heavy machinery. Um, yeah, I mean, you can do it quickly. You can act quietly. I think those are the two that would make the most sense.
Yeah, quickly and quietly.
All right.
I'll choose those
So
for my
you get
stunts.
it open, and then Jack, you can do a ComTech roll, and I would say your electronic tools would give you a boost, but not the diagnostic device.
Okay. So I'm looking at my character sheet. So it actually does say attribute 5 modifier 0. So it looks like, and I see my survival, I do get the modifier. So it is actually calculating the like the tools that you have.
Yeah, I think that's the new part. So basically, if you're not using a tool for that, you have to make it, I think, inactive for the bonus not to work. That's what I've been kind of
Yeah.
trying to test here now. I think that's the change that's been confusing us.
Okay, so if I make the whatever the electronic tools active, that'll give me the +1, right? Or the diagnostic device, I guess, would work for that.
Well, the tools would be situationally appropriate, not the diagnostic device. So make sure the diagnostic device is inactive and the tools are.
Okay. And I'll push that.
Okay. So with the ComTech, do you want to like trace your or like cover your hack?
Yes. Well, I guess it's not really needed because I mean, we broke open the. I'll cover my tracks. Maybe there's an automated thing that
Yeah, because
would
it's
trigger.
like theoretically somebody in different rooms like sir, one of the things has gone offline kind of thing. Yeah, that would prompt somebody to go check it out.
If anyone's alive.
Yeah. So you manage to disable it, and you are able to pass through the I mean, assuming you just do so, you pass through the security scanner and it does not trigger an alarm. Um, so, and also, and
Alright.
just to be clear, these doors on the side, just courtesy of the geomorph styles, these doors are not actually doors. It's basically just a straight line further into the complex.
Okay, good to know.
So, as you um, as you're moving up, so you see that there is like a security checkpoint here. but looking through the
Just
windows,
one
there's
sec.
nobody in there. Oh, what's up?
But I want to do a scan with my motion tracker just
Sure.
before we go
Of
too much
course.
farther.
Of course. Which direction are you?
I think probably like north.
Yeah, just directly ahead. All right. Power supply. Okay. Power goes in a bit. You do actually pick up movement. In the central block. Not like
Oh, I do have some spare power cells if anyone runs out of power.
Good to remember.
Okay.
So, yep.
So movement was where?
But yeah, so the movement is up here.
In the comm center.
Yeah, like this is sort of like the central operations room. You do pick up a total of 8 signals.
Ooh. Let's try to
Oh, dear.
sneak up on them just in case that they are enemies.
Hmm.
Well, we should clear this area first. I'm
Yeah.
wondering like if I could hack into the security office and maybe access like internal cameras or something and see what's going on.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
Ooh.
It would be a ComTech at -2, but the diagnostic device would counter that penalty.
Okay.
Oh, nice. I'm assuming one of the
Yeah, so I'll
stunts is to
cover
cover
my
your tracks. Yep.
tracks and get extra info.
Okay. So with the cameras, you are able to, they're, some of the cameras are operational, others aren't. But through rewiring, like redirecting power, one of the cameras, so you can actually look in the command center, and you do see, a bunch of armed working Joes, and then also an entity here that appears human enough, but isn't immediately identifiable as human or android.
It's a good sign.
Right?
Cool. What extra am I able to get any extra info?
I definitely want to lean into that, but I'm not sure I mean, if you throw out some examples of like some suggestions, I'll pick the best one.
Maybe I retrieve some information about what the facility was working on that might be valuable, or I retrieve a log of like the attack, like what happened on the colony, something like that.
Or hold on, another one I thought. I mean, if you're accessing the cameras, something you pick on, like you don't have a full view, but certain cameras you actually do pick up views of something very the opposite of a welcome sight. More mutants like the creatures you encountered on the R's belly.
Sleeping of moving.
Oh, man.
Moving.
Lovely.
Yay.
Hmm.
And I guess as a bonus, and then like there would be 2 more over on this side. But what and then also what I will give you for free with the cameras is that you also notice that all of the doors from the like central operations room have been sealed.
Hunkering down.
Yeah.
That's interesting because I was about to say like, hey, could we hack the doors open to get these things to attack the
I mean,
group in the comm center?
you could. Well, the problem is you can't do it remotely. But you
Right.
could. Um, it could. You could. I mean, the doors could still be open, but they cannot be open remotely. You would have to actually physically interact with the doors or get to a part of the complex that has more, um, like a larger sort of area of control, or like an area of access rather.
Uh-huh.
With my access, am I able to say is there like a air vent or something that I could try to direct these things into that might bypass the doors?
Um, No.
Okay.
Because there are ventilation, ducts, but there's not a way to lure them anywhere. Like
Okay.
you don't
I
have
was
them any.
thinking like a aliens type thing where they get around
Yeah, no, I
the door.
yeah, I like your way of thinking. I'm just saying like the problem is that the abominations don't. I mean, they presumably don't know that there are individuals in this room. Um, it's not like aliens where the xenomorphs knew that the Marines were hunkered down, and were exploring the complex to figure out how to get to them. These guys are just wandering around like zombies, unaware of what anything that isn't in their immediate surroundings. So because the
I
doors are
understand.
shut, they're kind of like, oh, we can't go that way, and then they just turn and keep moving. Now, if it's a case where like they saw like prey go back here and then close the doors, like, well, we know there's something on the other side, so let's try to get through. But they haven't made any kind of concentrated effort to get into the room.
Hmm. Maybe if made enough noise, we can attract them to try to break down the door.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if there's any way. We might just have to fight these working Joes ourselves.
We can negotiate. We don't know. The person there probably just needs some help.
Yeah. How long would it take to like search these different rooms and see if there's anything valuable in them?
I would say, I mean, if you're searching as a group, it would probably be, a couple of minutes per room. And also
We
depending on
can
how
probably
thoroughly.
split, right?
Yeah, if you want to split up, you can.
Yeah, we
Or
can
do
split
like a
up into
buddy
different groups.
system,
Like we
or
know, I think we know like we're pretty safe here,
yeah,
and that group is in the other room. So
yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they
I
seem
would
unaware of your presence because like you went through the scanner and then you hacked into the security office, and both of those times it wasn't a case where they noticed and they start sending working Joes to investigate. They don't know that you're there.
Dave's gonna hop over to medical and see if there are any med kits or surgical kits or any other supplies for his lovely experiments.
Yeah.
You
Now
know,
I will say
just
it's
look
not
at the
like a
chip.
full med lab. It's just more like
Yeah,
a kind
you're
of
a lovely experiment, so I'm one of your experiments now.
you have
like it's more
always
like the
been.
school nurse's office than an actual medical center. Let's put it that way.
I've
True,
always
true.
been one
That's
of your experiments. Oh,
absolutely. But true. That's why he's looking, if nothing else, maybe a first aid kit or
Yeah,
something
I would say
extra
you
like
would
that.
find. I would say like roll like D6 for seeing how many like med kits you could find, but other than that, there's not really anything useful in there.
Anything in the security lounge?
Oh damn, fucking 6 personal med kits.
Well, gonna
Oh.
hand that out like candy.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
In terms of the security lounge, so there wouldn't be, hold on, I'm assuming in the security office here, like WL is like weapons locker or something, but I mean the security lounge, I mean kind of similar to what you see on the display. Like there aren't any like weapons or anything. Yeah, like yeah, there would be yeah. No, like long story short, no weapons or ammo or anything of that nature. It's just a rec center essentially.
I see.
And this is also not like a prison area. Like I mean, yeah, I just picked this because it seemed like a good like kind of checkpoint. But obviously geomorphs are kind of preset tiles. It's not like you can choose which rooms.
Did anyone leave a wallet out in here?
God damn it.
Sure. Roll me a d6.
Oh, sweet.
maybe you can find a security key card or something.
$100.
Yo, score. Oh, that's an accident.
There's one extra med kit that I can't carry. Jack took 2. I have 3 extra with me, plus my
Tobiah, do
already
you want
1.
to take it? Maybe or
Yeah, there's 1 extra. If somebody has a room for, carrying shit.
I mean,
Artyom
Isabella's
or
built like a
Tobiah.
fucking pack mule for the most part, so she can carry. Well, actually, she's pretty mostly full up on gear, but um, She still has a bit of
I can
room,
carry
but-
them.
All right, so then Kelly carries that one.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Okay.
7 1/4
How
out
many?
of 20.
All right. So you find a wallet. And I would say in your case, RTM, that in this case, roll me a like basically a coin flip D2. Okay. Basically the wallet was the money in the wallet was the only really standout thing in it.
Okay. Oh, I'm guessing that would be rolling for like a key card or something.
Exactly. I was going to say basically if you've gotten a 1, there would have also been like a key card in the thing, but you know.
Hey, I'll settle for $100.
Yeah. So
I imagine nothing in the office or brig of
like I said, the
interest.
brig is not actually there. Disregard what that says.
Yeah, sorry.
So like basically like the medical room here essentially also replaces the surgery. Well, actually, I mean it's a synthetic R&D complex, so yeah, there would be a hospital in the colony. So yeah, no surgery center, no engineering. Like basically, I mean
Okay.
it's just kind of a larger room with like kind of a lobby. So where the fuck are the drawing tools? So well, actually the medical is there, but surgery and engineering are not. So
Okay.
like I said, I just use this because it seems like a good like checkpoint map. Anyway, so yeah, you're checking like the lounge here. There's not really anything, of narrative importance. You just find a little bit of money here and so on. So as for the plan to move further into the complex, how are you guys planning to do that? Do you want to go in guns blazing, or do you want to try to, talk to these guys? Because I mean, some of the working Joes are armed, but some of them are not. Are really just like only this guy is. I mean, well, to go back on what I said to an extent, they are armed, but not all of them have their weapons out.
Mm-hmm.
I
Artyom,
think
that person must be fucking terrified. I mean, we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
offer
like
help
this and this
and
guy,
stuff.
I would say from Jack's view of him, he does have a holstered pistol, but he's not like armed, like openly brandishing weapons.
Hmm.
I would say talk to Kelly. Is like, Kelly, how likely do you think it is that we can avoid a fight here? I mean, what if this guy recognizes you and wants to recapture you?
If he wants to recapture her, they got to go through me, and you saw what happened to the last guy that tried taking
Well,
her.
they gotta.
They also have to go through Kelly.
What I'm saying
Yeah.
is it worth risking negotiation, or should we just go in guns blazing and get the drop on them and get an advantage?
That is the question.
I mean, we could try and negotiate. I mean, they're in a facility surrounded by, hostile creatures.
When
If
you
that
say
doesn't,
you
if they
negotiate,
won't take a
Isabella has
temporary
like a very
truce.
derogatory expression, like disgusted.
You
Doesn't
know,
say anything.
if we fire our guns, these guys and these guys would have to go through the part of the building they're in to get to where the gunshots are.
I mean, assuming
Right.
they hear
So
you. And the problem
if
is
they
when
don't
you
hear
start
fucking
firing,
gunshots,
well, if you're also, well, I mean, you're firing like indoors in a pretty big building that's separated by like heavy blast doors, so. But also keep in mind that if you fire gunshots, if anybody was going to hear you first, it would be all the people in this room,
yeah.
and they would.
But
come
what
in
I'm
guns
saying
blazing.
is, if they decide to fight us, right, then we're gonna be, probably on the edge of this room, and they're gonna be closer to all of the big scary things. So
Right.
when the big
So
scary things come,
yeah,
they're
they're
gonna
going to go
go
through.
for them
I
because
understand
they're
your logic. I'm
close.
just letting you know that that's not the only attention you're going to draw. So, um,
I see.
so
I'm gonna look up at the ceiling, make sure there's not anything on the ceiling.
yeah, no, there aren't any aliens. You don't hear any kind of thumping around in the ceilings. So
Nothing's gonna bad touch me.
nope.
We've seen those.
He's
spiky
learning.
head-
He's actually
Yes.
learning.
Yeah, we've seen those spiky head ones as well, so we should always keep an eye on the rear that is wide open.
That's why he was looking up,
More
because
could
he
always
didn't.
come.
I don't
He
want
wants
the.
something that's
I'm
hanging
looking up
wide
because I don't
I-
want the aliens to make my rear wide open.
As an alternative, what if from the security office I access like the PA system, and we talk to them
Mhm.
over the system so that they don't really know exactly where we are.
Good point.
And while we're doing that, like we can set up to ambush if they try to come through the doors.
We can set up overwatches on the 2 doors and try to tuck them down.
Hmm.
Okay, if you want to,
Yeah.
if you want to do that, so, comms are, now the thing with PA, because I'm not exactly an expert on like, the functionality of PA systems, like if you're able to, actually, I guess, I mean, hell, going back to my tragic years in high school of like, PA systems being, all right, PA systems localized by room. Glad I was able to talk myself through it. So you can reach out to this room specifically, so you're not like sending, I mean, if you want to, send a PA to the entire complex and get the fucking abominations, fired up, you can. Or if you want to just condense it to this room. So how widespread are you making this broadcast?
I think for now we'd limit it to this room, and maybe we'd expand it to the other rooms if we feel like we have to.
Okay. So you tap into the PA system, and what are you saying?
Well, who's our best negotiator here? Because I'm definitely not.
Artyom is
Oh.
your
Who's
manipulation guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Artyom? You want to get on the comm here?
Yeah. Master manipulator.
The rest of us can go, 2 by
Yeah.
2 and 3
Yeah.
on each door.
And I'm doing like Overwatch and
As a bit
stuff
of
like that.
trivia, Isabella
Exactly.
actually has essentially a manipulation of 7 because she rolls with wits instead of empathy.
Ooh.
But she's
Just
definitely the
tell me
last
what
person
door
you
you want
want
me
on
to
the
shoot
fucking
at.
hail.
Yeah.
All right. What do we even say? Like, are these guys like visibly, like, are they like? Do they have uniforms? Like they work here?
Yeah, they're all. So all of these characters except this dude are working like armed working Joe like security drones. And then this guy is in, he's not in like a security officer's uniform. He's more in like, Hyperdyne, executive, like office worker kind of attire. Like definitely, it
Mhm.
doesn't look. He doesn't look like, a standard blue collar worker. He has more of like a kind of supervisor look to him, like a uniform that kind of distinguishes him, as a bit more elite than, a standard employee.
But he doesn't look like a space terrorist.
No.
Okay.
So you can negotiate it with him.
Well, yeah, I'm like, what if he was one of the guys that like dropped the bombs on this settlement and they're like looting it or something?
That's
I
not
don't
how the
know.
border
But
bombers.
We don't
He's not
know.
a border bomber.
okay.
Well, yeah, but we just have to ask and see.
Okay. How do you think we should play this? Should we play it like we saw that the colony was in distress or whatever and came to check it out, or
That's up
We
to
didn't.
you.
What if
Yeah, we don't
what
have
if you try to sell them that we're like a Hyperdyne like contracted security, like Hyperdyne hired us to be like a
Like a
security
recovery
team.
team.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we're here
Yeah.
to like secure the facility.
The thing is, and also that is kind of a partial truth, because while you may be, as a reminder, you may be doing this predominantly for, Kelly's benefit. The reason you were sent here was because of a Hyperdyne exec actually reached out to Kelly and was saying, hey, I will wipe your serial number from their system so nobody will be tracking you, but I want you to recover data from this facility for me.
Yeah.
And he did make
Well,
it
we
clear
can
in the
just leave
video
out.
message
Yeah.
that he knows
So,
that
okay.
the facility was bombed.
So you wouldn't even need to lie. You can say
Yeah.
truthfully, we've been asked by a Hyperdyne executive
Yeah.
to come here and secure the facility.
to secure certain resources,
Yeah.
but your safety
Well-
can be part of that negotiation.
Right, so you wouldn't even have to lie, right? Like, so they couldn't tell you you're lying if you just word it correctly.
Well, now the only caveat, though, something you do need to consider is that the guy that reached out to Kelly after talking to Valentino, that guy did not give you his name. You do have video, like the video that he sent you. So now, and obviously you would have to, show this dude in the other room that video. You can't, obviously broadcast video over a PA system.
I could just convince him, if I'm very confident.
Do we have any ability to like do a image match to like through the company records to see who this guy is?
Yes, actually. I would say give me a ComTech roll, Jack.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Let me turn on the diagnostic thing.
Well, the diagnostic device wouldn't apply for it because it's not hacking. It's just navigating their system.
God damn it! I'll put.
Very nice.
Oh my God! You know this guy's social security number, his blood type.
You know where he
Yeah.
sleeps.
I don't know if there's
history.
any interesting additional information I can get from that.
You will get a good.
He's
amount
into
of information.
feet. It says it right here in his file.
Yeah, no, he plays Bigfoot, just not to hunt Bigfoot.
Yeah.
So
Man.
so
He just saw the name and got
Yeah.
excited about
I'm
that.
sold.
What?
It's just, where's
Wait
that?
a
Where's
second,
that
hold
fucking...
up. It's a foot, but it's big.
Oh, that's not the only thing that's big right now.
Oh God, damn.
Well, no, here's this clip that I made a long time ago of a Dog Soldiers clip that this sums up this guy.
I'm sold.
But anyway, in all seriousness,
Hey there, Bigfoot. I got a hairy creature for you.
yeah. So the guy from the video, his name is Spencer Bradbury. He is one of Hyperdyne's most accomplished synthetic designers, which, as a reminder, this place was like partial synthetic R&D. And Spencer was actually the director at this facility, but he was off-world at the business meeting at Alexandria Colony when the border bombers attacked New Kiev, which obviously, ironically, wound up saving his life.
Very convenient for him.
Yeah, so basically, you know his name, you know his role in the company, you know his rank in the facility, you know his whereabouts.
Have real quick before we address him, can you check like communication logs to see like maybe if he's gotten here and then, sent messages out or made calls or anything from the facility?
Who, that, like Spencer reaching out like while he was at the facility, or that he was making calls to the facility?
Making calls to the facility, or like any calls made or received like that are in the system here.
The problem is that the compound is reliant on communications from the colony, and the colony was hit by an EMP. So if he did reach out to this facility while he was off-world, the facility would not have gotten the signal because the EMP took out long-range communications. So there's no record in the system of any messages that he sent that went unanswered or were replied to.
Basically a bunch of unsent messages, and that's it.
Not even unsent messages, it's just messages that aren't even on record.
Do we have a directive of that we're not supposed to leave like survivors or witnesses, or was it completely not mentioned so we can bring people?
In Spencer's message to Kelly, he just said that all he cares about is getting the data from this facility so he can present it to his superiors. He doesn't care if any survivors are brought back or left.
Okay.
So Artyom, I think what you can tell this guy is basically, we've been ordered by Director Bradbury to secure the site and recover, critical corporate and company data, basically.
All right. I think I'm gonna play it that yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with I'm gonna get over the PA system, and the words I'm gonna say are this is a Hyperdyne hired recovery team. Survivors, identify yourselves.
And I mean, if Jack is still monitoring the cameras, you see this dude, he and the security drones start kind of looking around before they kind of realize what's going on, and he goes over to, say like a wall-mounted PA system. You see him like punching in a code, presumably to, switch over to your room. And he says, well, on the subject of survivors, I'm pleased to see that well, actually, no, you said you were a recovery team, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm playing it a little bit dumb.
Okay.
Like, maybe like I'm not playing like, stupid, but
You're not
I'm gonna
just laying
pretend
out
like
all the
I don't know who
details.
this guy is or whatever.
Okay. Well, I mean, in part, you don't know who this guy is. So,
Yeah.
um, he,
Well, I mean, we have his file basically, and
well,
like
yeah, because I
why
would say
he's
that's a good
alive.
point. That if you want to now, well, Bradbury you already know
Well,
about, but this guy I will say as a freebie, if you want to look into the company
we
files
should.
here, you would get his. So the guy in this room is actually an android, who is
I-
the.
Oh, I thought this is the guy that we like face matched in the system.
No.
No.
No,
This
no.
guy,
We
well, so the guy you face matched in the system was the guy in the video that Kelly received.
Okay.
That
Okay. Well, that
guy,
doesn't change what I say anyway.
I understand. Well, I'm just saying, just for clarity. So the guy that was in Kelly's, like the video Kelly received, that guy is the director of the facility. His name is Spencer Bradbury. The guy in the room, if you check his file, his name is Anthony, and he is the senior supervisor of the facility.
a synthetic as well.
Yeah, he's a synthetic too, which explains why he's still alive.
Okay.
Yes.
And sorry, what did he say?
Well, in response, I mean, I kind of changed my answer slightly when I realized what you were saying. So you just said you were a Hyperdyne recovery team, right? Or was there more to it?
Hyperdyne
Yeah.
hired recovery team.
Hyperdyne hired
specifically.
recovery team. And Anthony, he gets on the PA system and says, a recovery team, who sent you?
The board of executives.
Wait. We were just discussing, like, we were gonna say Spencer Bradbury sent us. Why are you saying something
Yeah.
different?
Well, because he's on the board of executives, isn't he?
No, he's the director of this facility. He's not part of the
Oh.
executive team. He's
Never
basically
mind.
just the
Yeah,
head
okay.
honcho of the facility.
All right,
Give
yeah,
him the
then
name.
in that case.
Yeah, just give
I
the
heard that
name.
he was an executive. Okay, yeah, then I'll give the name
Okay.
Spencer Bradbury.
Okay, so Anthony says, well, I'm very relieved to hear that Mr. Bradbury is safe and sound, and that the company hasn't lost track of the facility. We've been running on lower power, and or I mean, I'm not sure if you're aware of the situation, but post attack, there are no human survivors left on the premises, and he says kind of cryptically, well, at least not in their previous states. Which you can tell he's obviously kind of alluding to the abominations, but he doesn't realize that you not only know about them but have encountered them before. He says, are you, I'm assuming then you are patched um, into our facility's PA system, meaning you are in the complex. If you wish to discuss this in person, my guards will stand down and will not fire unless they or I are fired upon. Meet us in the command center. I will be glad to answer any questions that you have.
Will do. We'll be through momentarily.
All right, and then you hear him hang up on his end. So, and Jack will, like, before you leave the camera set. I mean, you definitely see that even after hanging up, like the guards don't like take up defensive positions at the door or anything. They just like
Right.
they're still armed. It's just they're not like preparing to jump you.
Right.
So for Kelly, is there a risk of them like identifying you? Do you know?
I mean, Anthony would. I
Um,
mean, I'll just answer for you. Realistically, I mean, he would recognize you as a Hyperdyne synthetic, but he might not know your exact model and serial number. So,
Okay.
I,
And
I
if we're
I have a
sent by
question.
Hyperdyne, then
what's your
that's
question,
probably
Jack?
not going to raise any eyebrows.
Is Kelly like, is she just a generic model where there would be many models of her, or is
Right.
she unique?
She's not one of a kind. She's part of like a series of pleasure synthetics.
Right. So
yeah.
even if he recognized her as a Hyperdyne model, he wouldn't know she is that, Kelly specifically.
Correct.
He would have to have her serial
Yeah.
number specifically.
Right. And I mean,
Yeah,
that
that's
probably
safe.
leads us credibility, right? Because if we have a Hyperdyne synthetic with
Yep.
us.
All right, excellent.
So,
All right, so
Let's go in
I-
cautiously.
I'm gonna knock on the big ass blast door,
okay.
and then I guess open it.
Yeah. So, I mean, the door is sealed from the inside, but you hear like a lock being removed and like a
Oh,
hydraulic hiss, and the door opens and you see two security drones there that say in kind of their usual working Joe monotone, please enter, and step aside and back away from. Well, one of them backs away from the door to usher you in, and then um, once you're through, the other guy seals the door behind you and then rejoins the group, and they sort of escort you over towards where Anthony is, and he says, well, I mean, while we're here in person, allow me to introduce myself. I am Anthony. I am the senior supervisor of this facility and the highest ranking executive in charge in the absence of Mr. Bradbury. What are your names?
I am Artyom. This is my team. Uh, I'm just gonna kind of like vaguely kind of point.
So, and
Team members 1 through 5.
yeah. Well, he just
Yeah.
kind of,
Nice.
he sort of takes stock of all of you, and he stares at Kelly for a few seconds, and he actually kind of gives you like a subtle nod, but doesn't like stare at you intensely or call out like, hey, you're this or that. Um, he
Yeah.
definitely recognizes and acknowledges your presence, but he doesn't do anything to act on it. But he says, so you were sent by Mr. Bradbury. Did he provide any kind of, you know, so you said you were a recovery team. Did he specify what you were here to recover?
Your ass, as I shoot him. No.
We were
Merciless
sent here
strike
to
on the
recover his research data.
Primarily any survivors, if they exist, which, based off what we've seen so far, that doesn't seem to be the case, except for you, of course. And then otherwise, anything in particular, uh, of particular value to the company that can be easily transported. So, data, uh, research materials, that sort of thing.
And he says, well, I see. Do you happen to have any, evidence of your orders from Mr. Bradbury that I could see, whether it's written orders or a transmission or anything of the sort?
Yes, we do. And then let's see.
So
play the partial clip of recovering
Yeah, because like
research
you, I
data.
mean, you can
Yeah.
edit as much of it,
Yeah.
like you basically play from a certain point, so it's not mentioned like his involvement with Kelly, like his deal with Kelly. You can just play the parts where he's saying like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I want you to recover this for me." So
Yeah.
assuming you
I'll
do
do that.
that, so you hand over a PDAT, and then Anthony
We're
kind of
giving him the Fox News treatment.
yeah, Anthony takes it and just watches the video, and then he hands it back over to you and is like, "Very well. Um, I would be willing to cooperate and assist you in your operation, but there is a problem though."
Problem?
He says, so after during the attack from like whoever, like, because out of character he doesn't realize it was the border bombers. He says, the assailants who attacked the colony, um, believing it to be, a hostile, action against the UPP, um, potentially involving a raid on the facility. As the executive officer, I made the call to have Mother locked down to, um, or basically he nutshells it like to prevent any, like, if it was theoretically like a raid, to prevent anybody from stealing high value information.
Mhm.
So he says Mother is locked down, and between the facility being on low power mode and due to the unwelcome guests that have made themselves at home here, I do not have the means to reactivate
Hmm.
Mother, and my security force is a fraction of its former self, and especially if you are armed, um, it would seem that we will have to work together in order to uh, clear out this infestation. After which point I can re-engage Mother, and you can get all the information you need for Director Bradbury.
I see. And the colony being on low power mode, does it
Well,
not
the
have
the
an
facility
independent?
is on low power. The rest of the colony is completely dead.
I mean, the facility being on low power mode, does it not have an independent nuclear power source?
Well, the thing is, it's on an independent power source. It's just that, the to conserve power long term, certain functions had to be shut down, and Mother is on lockdown. Like he basically he made the decision to shut down Mother, but during that time the facility has been overrun, so he can't re-engage full power. Like he can't safely re-engage full power or unlock Mother without getting torn to shreds by abominations.
I
And
see.
as a reminder, the Mother Core, which fucking thing was it in? Versus, I think it would be. I thought I put an AI core on it. We'll just say that like this center would be for like Mother access and engineering. So you would have to
Okay.
clear that out. But he does say that there are plenty of other. He doesn't use the word abominations, but the creatures he describes, I mean, you obviously connect the dots. He says that there are. Um, we've had encounters with these. Um, you know, with whatever has befallen the human personnel here. We've had encounters with them in the following blocks, and he points out the ones that I'm pinging right now.
Hmm.
And he says exact numbers are unknown. Um,
Does the facility have alarms that are independent to each sector, like a way that we could maybe draw them into one place?
yeah, he says like you
Yeah.
can trigger security alerts in the different blocks,
I see.
and they're designed
In
to
that
trigger
case,
automatically under certain circumstances. But
can we open the doors remotely as well?
um, so remote door access, no. They
Hmm.
still have power, but the problem is there isn't enough power to, um, you know, like the facility. Like basically, the facility has been kind of compartmentalized for the most part.
I see.
So I think what we could do is like open maybe one door at a time and try to lure them in into like a kill zone where we can all, they're coming from one direction and we just shoot them as they come into range, basically. Because we have like all of us plus the security working Joes, like we're just gonna destroy them.
Yeah.
Question about the facility. The synthetic research, does it pertain only to synthetics or also synthetic limb replacement for veteran soldiers who lost limbs?
He says this facility is dedicated to the research, predominantly the research and development of synthetic components in terms of they like specify synthetics as in androids, not like replacement limbs. That prosthetics is something completely different.
Yeah. It's just he was asking.
But
Just
he does make it clear that it's pretty much just for synthetic R&D, but some weapons testing, and specifically referring to like small arms, not like bioweapons or any crazy shit. Like some of that data has been stored here as well, but it for the most part is for synthetic R&D. The facility was on the verge of some pretty major improvements to our products, which no doubt is why Director Bradbury wants the data here so much.
Understood. Well, let's then get to clearing out this infestation.
Yeah. So, well, it's
Put a
almost
pin on the door.
Yeah, almost time to end here. So my
Yeah.
thought is
Mhm.
for the next session, basically, like we just set up like a kill zone, like right here, right? We uncover this door, we set up, back here, and just let them run towards us, because like they're kind of mindless, right?
Yeah.
And
We could
we,
also set up an alarm in this place so they can come from all of the previous
Yeah.
areas.
My question is, are you
such as
planning
the
to lure
north.
them all in at once, or are you
Well, if
trying
we
to?
can't
Yeah, you
open
can
the
deal
doors
with them.
remotely, we'll have to do it like one sector at a time.
Yeah. I'm also gonna
Right.
hide these tokens because they're still
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
It's
sure.
just that they might not be in the same place. So
Yeah.
Of
especially
course.
because nobody's no longer
So
watching the cameras.
yeah, I think the plan of just setting up like kill zones and then luring them into one area at a time is probably the best way to do things.
Yeah. That should work.
And these
No
are like
issue with all
blast
of us.
doors, so it's not like we're gonna get ambushed from another angle.
Yeah, I mean they're doors that are like starship grade, like the kind of doors that these abominations could theoretically punch through. But the thing is that they haven't bothered because they don't know that there's anything quote unquote edible within the room, so they have no reason to try to bust in. Because from their perspective, with their mindless state, as far as they're concerned, these doors are just walls. Like they don't have a reason to believe that there's anything beyond them.
We'll wreck that illusion pretty soon.
So, but yeah, I mean, you guys can figure out a plan later. Oh, actually, also I did want to ask, in terms of, because I should have asked this at the beginning of the session, but is your plan for because everybody's here for the mission 4 reward, do you want a ship upgrade or do you want sentry guns? Because so far the only definitive vote I saw in chat was RTM voting in favor of getting some countermeasures for the ship.
I'm fine with
Yeah,
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
let's get some
All right,
countermeasures. I'm
so
okay with
then
that.
that's what that'll be, is countermeasures for the Merkava, which I will add right now. So you will get the sensor drones free of charge.
I think sentry guns are definitely
Oh.
something we could get, especially since they don't necessarily have to come from the Colonial Marine stockpiles. They could come from
The
UPP as well,
Yeah,
and
if
that
you're
would
able
probably
to
be a
get
bit
around.
easier.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
Hell,
especially
we're
if
even in the neighborhood. Who knows?
yeah, you are in UPP space, so
This is a UPP company, then, isn't it?
well, it's not a UPP
No.
company, but it is a company that, like, if you've played Aliens Fireteam Elite, like in the kind of background lore for the weapons in that game, they do a lot of dealings with Hyperdyne.
Mm-hmm.
So Hyperdyne is not like a dedicated UPP company like Norcom, for
They're
example,
definitely
but
UPP aligned.
yeah, they do business with the UPP.
Okay.
They cut the line between Whale and Gitani and the UPP, and they'll just basically sell to anyone,
Pretty much.
since they have a good product.
Hmm.
So
All right.
anyway, yeah,
We
you
good?
guys 5 XP,
Okay.
which I mean you could spend now because you're not in combat.
I'm good. I'm gonna hold. All right.
Alright.
I'm gonna
Adios.
get a point of piloting before that becomes a problem.
All right. So yeah, if you guys got to get
Yeah.
going,
Yeah,
feel
I'm just
free.
gonna
and
save up
thanks for the
XP.
glad
Have a
to have
good one,
everybody here
guys.
for it.
Yeah.